Let's get it.
All right.
All right,
Lupin, make that
everybody.
shot count.
Welcome to the stream. I was a little delayed because I had a phone call I had to take. But we're coming back in. The top of the turn order. You guys have descended down to the next level of the pit. Ever since Nyx called me out when I said the wrong floor of the pit that you guys were on, I'm like so fucking paranoid now. It's the 4th floor. Confirmed. It's the 4th floor. We're good. You guys pretty much busted in and immediately had to fight some cultists. Took care of them pretty damn quickly. A variety of doors in that first chamber. It smells like brimstone and smoke and just evil worship in here. You did find the teleportation room. I don't think you guys unlocked it yet. You wanted to keep going and not waste that time. You then headed into a hallway filled with various statues of like 4 different demon lords. Didn't detect anything at first. Tried to pray the evil away on the way through. Roland did not pray hard enough, unfortunately. And the Watching Lords summoned 4 Brimarak demons to face you all. Brimarak demons being these like 3.5, 4 foot tall evil goat men with flaming swords. Perhaps unfortunately for a tight quarters battle, Brimaraks can naturally cast Fireball, and just opened the fight with like a quadruple Fireball nuke, which admittedly you guys weathered decently. But as the fight went on, Roland went down, had to get dragged out of the fight. We did determine later that you can't battle medicine wounds away. So I think
Roland treat him after the fight, so he's still wounded 3.
Yeah, Roland is still wounded 3, which is a dangerous situation to be in. Basically means actually we corrected this because you guys, I forgot you had Die Hard or whatever. Normally if you go down at wounded 3, you go to dying 4, you're dead. Roland and Tarek, right? Both of you guys? Okay, you guys both have Die Hard, which means you can make it to dying 5 before you die. But we're still... This is probably the closest anyone's been to full death, apart from you guys almost succumbing to that vision of the apocalypse. And that was more like an insta-magic death, as opposed to this, like, literal bloodbath fight. You guys have successfully taken out a few of the Brimaraks. Well, 1, actually. But this bottom one here is very, very badly injured. Currently bleeding for 10. Big bleed damage. The one above him... What's up?
We have hero points.
New session. Don't forget, everybody. You all have a new hero point. It's new, fresh session. The one above him, you guys did just barely hit a little bit towards the end, so he's taking like 1 little hit, not looking that bad. And then the one at the back here is ever so slightly better than this guy who's on death's door, but not by a lot. They're both very low. This area is currently greased due to their weird, gross fire breath. I feel like that's it. Any questions from last time? Oh, I mean, that was all in the dungeon. You guys did also find out in town there appears to be a reoccurrence of a serial killer from before. As you guys worked toward investigating that, the investigation was going to take some time to clear out this old base where the previous killer had been. You guys did also learn that if it is a previous killer or a killer that's been brought back, that idea was bandied about, but Sheriff Hemlock, who was just a regular guard at the time, did tell you guys that the man's corpse was like burned and destroyed to try to prevent something like this. So either that has been circumvented, maybe there's a copycat, hard to say, but in the past when these murders happened, they did kill your like resident bard's dad. Not your guys' bard, the one from the other party. Additionally, you did learn that this killer had been like cutting or tearing away the victim's tongues and eyes was another detail. You did also do some successful research on Lyra LaRue. I have a chart down on my phone of which research materials you guys have progressed. Still plenty to do. There's a lot of tiers to that. But you did get some initial information about Lyra. some key mentioned that she was a spy for the Greed Rune Lord, and she wasn't an incredibly powerful mage, but she was just very competent at the politicking and like stealth sides of things. Okay, now we're actually on the recap. Lupin, you are up first in the order. We're at the top of a new round. Like Tarek was saying, everyone has a hero point. What's your plan?
All right. Don't want to go into that cloud back there, so I'll go ahead and stay back here for the moment. First action, I'll go ahead and attempt a long range attack with the Monarch at this one.
Okay. I'm gonna say he probably has partial cover just because there's a giant fucking T-Rex in the way.
Makes sense. So that would be so I got a total of 21.
I think that's not gonna do it, especially with the cover.
All right.
I think you try to like kind of it's a magical returning blade, but you try to like bend it around Tarek and the T-Rex form a little bit, and it just goes a little wide.
All right.
And remember, if you move in that area, it is grease, so you will have to make the reflex save.
All right. Well, reflex is still my best save, so that's probably not so bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a huge deal for you.
All right. So yeah, I'll go ahead and attempt to.
Oh, I guess it's or acrobatics. It clarifies, but your reflex is probably higher. I don't know.
They're both the same bonus for me.
Okay.
So
well, either one then.
All right.
Either or. Yeah, you're fine.
32.
It's not like a very powerful spell. It's like an additional effect on the breath weapon, so it's not a high DC. Crit success
should be better because it automatically shifts successes to crit successes.
Ah, gotcha.
If they're the same bonus.
Oh,
I don't know that there actually is a difference between crit success and regular success for Grease, to be honest, but it would be
that's
a crit
fair.
Success. It's kind of just do you fall or do you not? Okay.
Right.
So, Monarch, move, third action.
Then here, and see something real quick.
Oh, and that smoke is still up, so the Brimarax are getting concealment right now.
Gotcha. Alright.
Which I don't think we rolled just then, but it was fine.
Don't like us being bunched up in case they throw out another AoE spell, so I'll just go ahead and take the third action for some more movement. 5, 10, 15, 25 will put me here. Alright, that's my turn.
Up is always good. Okay.
Yeah.
We're back on the Brimarax. I'll tell you right now, first thing that happens is this guy was bleeding 10. He had 9 health left, and he drops dead.
Oh, thank God.
Critically a good bleed roll there. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. Is my tracker not working? The health aura thing doesn't appear to be working, but I'll... Okay. It doesn't want to even let me X him out. There we go. Thank God. Alright, so he's toast immediately. I gotta roll to see if they got their breath weapon back. Neither of them got it back. Excellent news. They're already... Ooh, that'll be interesting. And I think they're gonna do it. This one at the back, all the more scary, as you guys can't see into that smoke. There's some movement, and then you see they appear directly behind Gangini.
Do it.
It's going to draw its sword and try to just slam it into Gangini's back.
Well,
the T-Rex plug was a good idea, but alas, Dimension Door. Woof.
is that an action or 2 from Dimension?
Oh, it's 2. He's only gonna get 1 swing now.
Oh, thank God.
Giving them 1 action Dimension Door would be such a foul ability. That'd be real rough.
That would be game warping.
Yeah. This might be a crit though. 33 Gangini.
Oh, yeah.
Not a crit.
It's not? Holy shit. What's your AC
Yeah.
right now?
25.
Okay. That was you needed that. You really needed to avoid this crit.
I'm still probably down, like almost assuredly.
No, you got 29. That's pretty high still. Well, I said that, but hold on. I take it back. That's 29 damage. The exact value as Gangini goes to wounded 1, as this thing just nothing personal kid yelling in an infernal teleports behind him and slashes him.
I mean, dying one.
Dying 1, sorry, did I say wounded? Yeah, dying.
Hold on, I'm reading.
Stand by. Abilities, perhaps? Alright, well...
Do you know?
Okay. I have a reaction.
Fuck. So over. About to get genied so hard.
I'm going to Interposing Earth.
Oh shit, what is this? Fucking new mechanics over
It's
here.
really bad version of Shield from 5e.
Mhm.
It's not going to raise my AC enough to save me, but it has a hardness of 2 and 5 hit points, so I will go down to 5 instead of 0.
That's crazy. You, like, this thing teleports, like, next to you like a burst of brimstone smoke. You throw up this last-minute shield. It shatters through it with the flaming sword, but, like, protects you just enough to stay up. And that was his 3 actions. Ooh. Hell of a reaction right there. Honestly... I think this Brimarack is of 2 minds here, because it could just teleport out and try to fuck with Roland or one of the others out there, or it's just going to go absolutely ballistic on Tarek. Tarek, evens or odds? Which do you want it to be, it going ballistic on you?
Odds.
Odds? Okay. Odds, it will go ballistic on you. It's going to do 3 swings.
Cool. AC is 27 because of Gangini's rallying banner, or rallying.
Hell yeah.
Tune.
This is honestly probably the better outcome of those 2 things.
That's why I put myself in this position.
Okay. Not great rolls, so maybe I get 2 through here. Most likely 1. Okay, 29 on the first one.
Hits.
You said 27 is your AC right now?
Currently, yes.
26 on the second one. As Gangini saves you from that one. And then that means the last one certainly fails.
Alright, that's acceptable.
That was not bad. Yeah, that was really clutch. Gangini coming in clutch in this enemy turn right now. Okay, let's see what we got here. Not as bad as the swing on Gangini. It's gonna be... Do you have any resistances to, like, fire or slashing or anything right now?
Neg.
Okay, so, 19 damage.
That's fine.
Wasn't too bad.
So I lose my temporary hit points, and oh my goodness, I am at 69 hit points.
Let's go! A moral victory, if nothing else. Roland. I'm gonna put you back on wounded 3 real quick.
I already did.
Oh, okay. I meant, like, just with a token, so I can remember and remind myself.
Alright.
Okay, it is your turn, though.
I mean, Tarek, you have a lot of health. I think you can tank for a turn.
I'm fine.
See.
I was worried when all 3 help Gangini
25.
and help yourself. Yeah. So
Oh, I'm gonna shove Gangini aside.
Just diving past him.
I don't think I could resist you if I just
You know what?
put my everything into it.
I'm gonna
Valid.
make a roll for it anyway.
No. I feel like allied squares you can just go through.
Would I like
Yeah,
a post athletics check Roland? I don't think
I feel like
would
if you
win.
roll for that, I'm gonna have to make the crit fail, like him going prone, which seems ill-advised.
yeah,
Okay.
don't do that.
Do you want to do it just for fun?
No.
I don't want to go crit fail and go prone.
These guys do not have a reactive swing, so you're good.
Alright, I'm gonna vicious swing on the Boomerang.
Alright, sprinting over.
37.
I mean, first of all, it'll crit, but 33 would have done it anyway. It's the other one that was close to death. You managed to slash across its, like, chest down to its hip. Another boomerang down. There's only one left.
Like fuck. That's it.
Okay. Sorry, I was just checking my notes. Tark, over to you.
All right, I'm just gonna hold this position and with a giant Tyrannosaurus snarl, just try and bite this guy's face off.
And I am going to remember this time, or they actually are concealed, so you're going to have to make a DC 5 flat check per attack.
Okay.
This time I will remember.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Was getting all of my stuff pulled up, and I need to remember what all my modifiers. Because I still haven't programmed these in. I really need to. This is to hit. Well, okay. I hope I make that DC 5.
Well,
Whoa.
unfortunate use of the nat 20, but you definitely make it.
All right. So I hit, and it goes. That's a critical hit on this. No, the first one was my attack roll. Then.
Yeah. What's the? Oh,
16 on the.
Oh, that was the attack roll. I see. Okay, so it does
Yeah.
crit. Sorry, I thought that was the
Yeah.
other check.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so crit goes through, which means you'll get the
Alright.
extra damage.
So, this is 3d12 plus 18 damage.
Oh yeah, you have like a critical bonus on your bite, right?
Yeah, deadly d12.
Oh,
42, hefty. Your enormous
T-Rex
jaws
strong.
sink into this creature. It is still alive, well past bloody though at this point with a 42.
All right. I'm gonna make another swing or another
Yeah.
bite.
Just don't forget the check, and you're good.
Yep. Don't think that hits.
18's not gonna hit.
So I'm not even gonna roll the check. What I am gonna do for my third action is I am actually gonna make an athletics check on it. I'm just gonna try and knock his ass prone.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Nice.
So it's an interesting thing I saw for Wild Shape is that a good use of your third action if you don't have an agile weapon is just because these forms usually have very high athletics, just boot their ass around.
What's the T-Rex's athletics?
Plus 18.
Also, what level are you guys right now? You're 9?
8.
8. Okay.
Today I learned no one is as strong as a T-Rex.
I knock it to the ground. Hopefully that knocks it
Oh,
to the
yeah,
ground.
he's broken.
32. So even though one of his weapons is a tail, I picked her in this case. I just kind of, actually no, I'm just gonna like big old stomp, just like boot him straight to the ground.
Hell yeah. Dude's prone.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Slovina. What are you gonna do?
Once again, I'm just going to use the geyser from the decanter of endless water.
Okay. We did determine you still need to make a check, but you will still splash either
Yep.
way.
That's 30 to hit.
That does, and then make the flat check. Okay, you're good. So roll your. It's 3d6 bludgeoning, and I gotta do their mental damage.
And knocked back 5
Yes.
feet.
Go ahead and roll your damage. I'll roll mine.
10.
10. I match you with a 10. So 20 total. Push back how far?
5 feet.
Just skidding across the ground on his back because he's already prone. We said 5 or 10, sorry. I spaced out
5.
immediately. Alright. Just forcing him along the ground on his back. He's already prone. Looks barely alive. If you guys, when you catch like glimpses of him in the smoke.
Oh, one thing I forgot.
As a...
I'm gonna reroll that. Actually, Ben, how much
damage?
damage?
You
Sorry,
didn't
go
you
ahead.
didn't you didn't move in the grease, dude. You're fine.
No, this from his blood. I did slashing damage.
Oh yes. That is right.
Uh,
Up to you if you want to
take
do
that.
it. It hasn't
I'll take
done
that.
a ton.
Yeah, I'll eat that.
Let me see how much this is gonna be. This is its blood ability, boiling blood. Oh, that's the wrong type of dice. Hold on. It's even less than I thought it would be. Ugh, why do I have to pick up multiple D4s? It's a pain in the ass. Holy fuck. So it was a crit, which turns 2d4 into 4d4. I rolled four ones.
Cool.
So 4 damage. Could have been 16. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What a crit.
Beautiful. Good use of a crit.
So I would like to use my 2 actions to send a elemental blast at him, but I would like to ask: is the body of the other Brimrack still next to me?
Yeah, it's still there. I just moved the token.
As a free action, can I just point to the Brimrack in the smoke, point to the canter of endless water, and pour a little bit of water down the throat of the body of the one that's next to me before sending off my elemental blast?
I think it probably, like, roars just really profane curse words at you in Infernal.
Alright. 2 action
Does
elemental
not
blast.
like that.
I assume that misses.
Yeah, well, because also, when he's prone, it's a little harder to hit range.
Yeah.
And
it's a 4
Prone
on
and
the
in the
die.
smoke.
It's unlikely to hit.
Yeah, it does not.
Probably not worth re-rolling that. So I'll just leave that as it is. That's it for me.
God, I feel like I need a pillow for my back or something. This chair sucks. I need to invest in a better chair. Oh, Jesus.
We were just talking about chairs earlier.
Oh, God. Partly is I'm a teacher. I just don't have good support all day, but this chair ain't helping the issue. Gangini?
The answer is Force Barrage. I guess it does specify I need to see them, so I guess I'd still need to roll the concealment check.
Let me read conceal. Hold on. No, because you can still be observed, it clarifies. You just can't be... You're just tougher to hit. So you can automatically...
Okay.
Because it goes from, like, concealed, then it goes to, like, hidden and undetected.
Okay, so I don't need to roll concealment for
No.
Force Barrage? Cool.
Because it hits unerringly, and you can see, like, the general position.
Okay, I'm doing a full turn action Force Barrage. We're heightening it. I just want to get out of here, man.
Alright.
This has been
Glowing, like, cards and bolts of energy sail through the air, curving, like, above, below, around the T-Rex, slam into this thing. The first, like, 2, maybe 3 kill it, and then just, like, smash its body around with the rest of them. But it is full dead. I'm gonna delete the hazards. They'll be gone in, like, a minute anyway. And we are out of combat.
All right, first I'll relinquish my form.
Okay.
All right. Heal and move. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'll here. Let me fire the big burst.
I don't know about you all, but I'm good to continue.
I take like an egg out of my bag and I crack it on my armor.
All right, that's
Can I
gonna
get my
be
scramble, please?
that's gonna be 110 XP and a hero point.
Cool. 2 hero points.
I feel like 110 is
That
reasonable
was
for that fight.
Yeah, that was a fight.
That's a decent
Yeah,
chunk of change because it's a combination of like the 4 Brimarax is hard, and then technically defeating them counts as defeating the trap, and hazards and traps have XP too.
How much was the trap worth?
If you had just like straight up disarmed it, which there was a couple ways to do that, it would not have been worth 110. Like you earned more XP by triggering the trap. It just was like a higher risk of death.
Yeah, that was a hell of a fight.
I think the trap by itself would have netted you like 60, maybe.
Everyone heals 41 hit points.
Jesus.
And then before we leave, I'm still gonna take 20 minutes and heal Roland. Use the medicine. We'll patch everybody else up when we get out of here. But if we run into something on the way back, I don't want you on death's door.
Okay, so you spend 10 minutes to remove the wounded condition and give him some more healing. While those 10 minutes are up, if anyone wants to give me an Arcana or an Occultism check that's not Tarek or Roland, on the trap
Wait,
to make sure it's like good.
Cool.
Why can't
Critical, because
Just
I'm
because you're
stitching
like
you up.
you're spending the 10 minutes like getting fucking bandaged up over here.
And I can't do religion on this.
Religion would work too for this trap. I'll say doesn't list it, but I think it makes sense.
Doesn't matter. Got a 3 on that.
You're like, damn, that's a lot of demon lords.
All right,
Wait,
Roland,
James,
you are
did you-
no longer. Oh, go ahead.
How long does this take for you to
10
heal
minutes.
Roland?
Or 20 minutes?
I thought it was 10. Either way.
I
I'll
thought
look
you
in a
said
second.
20. It is 10. I
So,
said
oh,
10
I-
for some reason. I heard you say 20.
I thought it was 20.
I would like to do the Arcana check on the strap, but I also would like to refocus, which takes 10 minutes. So I don't know if I could do both or like how.
I think we're just leaving after this. If you want to.
I think we just dip after. I'd say get it on the Arcana check because we're gonna dip. I think
Okay.
after this. I'm just making sure Roland isn't about to die, and you heal another 33 hit points, Roland. I got a great roll.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
bang.
believe it or not, I still have.
Are you not
more-
full yet?
No.
Jesus Christ.
29 Arcana is probably good enough.
Okay, if you leave, this trap will reset in an hour. Now it's actually 50 minutes.
I'm just saying,
Can we?
Roland's not wounded anymore. He's pretty healthy. I think most of us have resources left.
Yeah, I could heal Gangini as well. We need to figure how to how we permanently disarm this. If we could take another, because I'm actually pretty close to full health now. I could take another 10 minutes, heal Gangini. Do we want to press on, or do we want to turn back? Since I think I can get us back to decent condition with that.
I think push on a little bit now that we've topped up, but
Right.
we
Let's
need to
take it-
figure out the stat. That's priority. We cannot have this thing reset.
No.
Can I refocus while Tarek is healing me? Or am I busy?
I feel like you can refocus.
Okay.
Then I will go ahead and make my second check.
Alright, I'll go
All
back, get back my focus point.
Just barely, but I do make the check.
Alright, give me 1 sec.
Not as dearly as good. You heal us another 17. What's your hit points looking like, Beans?
I'm at 63 of 80.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I could take 1 hit probably. 2 hits is pushing it.
You want a
Okay,
potion?
so-
I have some number of potions. Let me check my inventory.
I'd say hold off until it's needed.
Okay,
I
you
have
guys may
6
not
lesser
like
healing potions.
my suggestion,
What's
but
that?
I do have a suggestion.
Uh-huh.
If we can find a room here, we can do what we did on the top floor.
What do we do on the top floor?
Just break down a wall.
Let's disarm the trap. I think that this is
We-
one way or another. This is a hazard to somebody. We can't just keep having things that summon demons all the time.
Yeah, we also had an adamantine pickaxe at that time, and I think we sold it.
Did we sell it?
I think we still
pretty
have it.
sure.
I think,
That's
told
on
it.
you guys. What loot you got?
as far as I know, we haven't sold it. But I think Tarek would be pretty
Oh, we
insistent
sell
of.
such a useful item.
I think Tarek would be pretty insistent that we disarm this. This is
No,
Anything-
This is definitely something we should disarm. You guys are right. You guys are right.
all right. So yeah,
Yeah, if we are continuing, I'll probably chug a health potion. We'll see. We'll see.
I have a minor one. Yeah, I did
I
not
have
get a great med.
I have 6 health potions. I'm not like
Okay.
lacking.
Sure.
I'm just like it seems we're a little wishy-washy on whether or not we're like progressing.
I think
I think
I'll
we
be
should a
frank.
little bit at least.
yeah, I think but those were better healing rolls than I was expecting. Those were above average. I think that could let us press on a bit because a lot of us do still have spells and resources to spend.
Um,
Okay.
I have
okay.
I think I have all my 4th level spells, which means I can earmark an off-brand dimension door.
I will, just for the sake of it, because Sylvena's probably still a bit annoyed at the demons. I'm just gonna pour water down all of their throats, so in case they somehow come back to life, they've just got standing water in their bodies.
So we got 40
you'd
minutes.
you would probably assume that like it would be new Brimarax.
Yeah.
I assume it's gonna be new Brimarax. I'm just saying, if somehow they do come back.
Okay. I think I don't know, I guess, yeah, demon bodies don't discorporate in the setting, so you can do that.
Cool.
I'm gonna try the prayer to Iomade.
Okay. Give me a religion
I
check.
just sneaking a cheeky little. Were you looking the other way or something?
Hey, maybe she did it to make you stronger.
Maybe she did.
You know what? I'm gonna say out of 31.
Like now you're watching.
I think you.
That was your trial.
Oh,
He wanted you to kill some demons.
Just kicked over a trash can like an idiot. Ow. Okay, that's done.
That's Iomade getting vengeance.
Yeah, fucking hitting my feet. I think it occurs to you that either her influence is hard to reach you in like a demon sanctified temple, or she is, you know, the champion god of the World Wound Crusades. Like, she's all about killing demons. And this is an opportunity to pull them from the pit for free and cut their throats. Maybe she just knew you guys could handle it.
I am gonna drink one of my healing potions.
I still have an egg cooking on the top
That's
of my
pretty
helm.
good.
You have this like thought epiphany. It's like steaming on your head. Damn.
Oh, that actually.
First of all, hell of a potion roll. Almost max.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
That was more health than I was missing.
that was some good shit.
I wasn't expecting to roll higher than 17, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, you guys have about 50 minutes till the trap resets.
We have an idea of how to disarm it.
I was gonna say you guys could try to spend time disarming it. Well, figuring it out and then disarming it. You guys did already do the secret door, which led to the teleporter. There is still that other door at the bottom of the room, don't forget, that was blocked off by rubble and locked.
Yeah, we'll leave that for now.
Okay.
I think
Did
we.
check do anything?
I will say on a nat 20
Sorry.
religion check, fucking Iomade stuff aside, that will give you, that there are a few ways for this to be fully disabled. One is for, like, multiple of you to perform a prayer in the center of the chamber. Basically, kind of ritual style, like, succeed at 2 out of 3 religion rolls. The other one would be a thievery check to scrape away the hidden summoning runes. That is risky. It could trigger some sort of defensive magic. Or if you had dispel magic, it's possible to just do that.
Yeah, you know,
Prayer circle sounds like the most effective.
Like
Yeah.
this.
it's just Gangini.
You also do
Oh,
have
you
dispel
got
magic.
dispel magic.
Yeah, Gangini's got it.
Let me triple check that I have a 2nd level spell slot left. I have 3. That should be good enough.
Yeah, roll the counteract check, which I believe for you is just Arcana.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
That is good. It was a DC 30.
Oh, good God.
You guys kind of see Gangini, like, holding out the white-gloved hands and, like, previously unseen, like, almost holographic infernal runes, like, blaze and, like, various, like, intertwining circles around the statues. You see them, like, begin to vibrate and then just, like, shatter as Gangini moves his hands apart. That trap is done.
Gonna be honest, my initial thought was just turn the statues around.
I mean, they're like however many tons solid stone statues, but you could have tried that, I guess.
Can I try that?
Look, we've got Roland and a
Give me-
T-Rex.
Give Give me an
How
athletics check.
often can you tear?
Give me an athletics check, Roland. Oh, you guys watch Roland just rip the statue off its fucking plinth like it's nothing. Like, he made it look easy.
Been working out some aggression on the statues.
Just, like, throw it on the floor and fucking shatters.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Dinosaur
I can't
strength.
believe you were, like, you had this fucking religious epiphany on how to defeat this demon trap, followed by just the god-given strength to dismantle the temple. That's some fucking crusader energy.
It's like
Just-
Lupin just peeks in, you just see his like little ears twitching, and then you see his head. He's like, you okay in there, Roland?
Second
You see a
statue, like,
shot put?
flies by.
I shot put a statue straight through the wall.
And then Lupin will sit back and be like, okay, I'll leave you be.
Oh my god. Alright, well, anyway.
Remind me not to get
double
on his
doors
bad
back
side.
here.
Shall we check the double doors?
We could also check the door down here.
I'm
I
kind
think
of
you're
invested to seeing what's at the far end of the hallway now, given after fighting through
That's
all
fair.
that.
That's fair.
I
All
didn't
right.
tank 4 fireballs just to wuss out.
I'm gonna take a
Didn't
listen.
take 4 fireballs to wuss out.
I didn't turn
We
into
all
a.
took 4 fireballs.
This is true.
Well, I mean, Lupin
I
took,
crit
like,
failed one.
That's
The
Lupin
crit
took
fail
one.
one was rough, admittedly. That was a bad start to the
Plus
fight.
several breaths, plus getting ganged up
Oh
on.
no,
with
you
sword.
took the worst of it for sure.
Alright,
typically
give
I
me a
would
perception
feel like-
check. Let's do that.
It's a pretty bad fight when one person gets to 5 health and someone else had it worse than them.
I mean, how many of the fireballs? Like I guess the
Um,
fireballs probably like half health, but
Tarek and Roland. Oh, let me roll a stealth check. Hold on. Okay. You hear a man's voice, just like, "Are you do you have the soul tally? All right, I want to make sure. Let's keep track of them as they come in. That'll be important. All right. You get ready to move.
I'm
There's
busting down the
definitely
doors.
like some sort of wild beast out there. I heard a statue break. Probably large-sized would be my guess.
I go crashing through the door. I want blood. And these
Alright.
fuckers are responsible.
You go ahead and open the doors. You kick the door in, and you see this
Can I
guy.
try to
Go ahead.
intimidate off of this?
Yeah, give me an intimidate check. Boom! Door like slams off its hinges, fucking cracks. You see a room filled with 2 more gargoyles that look like the Sandpoint devils, similar to the ones you fought before from the
That was
red-haired
four
cultist.
devils.
And then you see a man turn around with glowing red eyes and a sword, and every word he utters, bursts of fire exit his mouth as he's just like, "Good, good, more souls."
What's the 30 doing?
On a 30, I think you see, like, this dude seems pretty far gone on the sanity scale. I think you probably see his disciples. It's, like, more of the same, like, level of disciples you guys fought in the first room. I think you see them kind of hesitate, roll in, and I think I'm going to give, not him or the gargoyles, I'm going to give the Ascended a little penalty to, I'm going to say, initiative. As they kind of have this moment of hesitation when you burst through the door. Let me
think
pop
Tarek-
initiative back up.
I think Tarek just responds with an orc roar that just like to the script like of his yell so loud that like his lips flap from it.
Thank you. No, I'm good, but thank you. What was I gonna say? I did genuinely think about before today's session. I was worried that like Twitch would absolutely copyright strike this, but I really wanted to put the con zombies like "fetch me their souls" line in there. All right, everyone, roll in. I'm going to give the Ascended a -1.
Oh, I should roll initiative.
And then, Jordan, I think he is, like, looking straight at you, Tarek, after you throw that at him. That was a bad fucking roll.
I'm worried
Also,
about
we
the
rolled fairly well on initiative.
That's not the real roll. If chat sees that, I rolled it separately like an idiot, but, it's gonna be... Ooh, that's still pretty bad. Yeah, they're definitely going last. Okay. Jordis Munt. Oh.
So are these just statues, or are we actually fighting two fucking Sandpoint devils in here?
Double
Gargoyles, you
devil
said.
time, baby? No, they're you see, it's the same style of gargoyle that you guys fought against that lady with the crazy red hair.
Do you guys remember?
Okay,
if
those were
the
less.
Gargoyle
Those-
was immune to fire damage.
Damn, that sounds like knowledge you probably should have kept track of.
Was
Yeah.
I think we did. You ever use fire on the Sandpoint devil?
I don't think anyone
No,
bothered
not on
trying.
the devil.
Wow, I
Yeah, on the devil I
Yeah.
didn't even
bomb.
try.
Weirdly, their initiative rolls were 19, 18, 17.
Oh.
Well, at least they're acting
Oh,
together.
well, peanut butter murder time.
Yeah.
All right, Roland.
I'm going
Hold
to
on.
assume they're not.
One sec. Give me a second.
By the way, Roland, what square are you on? Because I'm going to try and throw a fireball in here.
I think- Go
I'm
north
right next
end
to
of
the
it.
guy.
So he went down and to the left, so I'd say go to like the top left of the room.
Yeah, I think you could bank it in the back and hit a good 3 of them or 4.
Hold on. Before you do that, I'm gonna let you know what you're looking at here. Okay. You do see, because they had time to prep for your noise. From he does currently have a mirror image up. So there
Does
are.
blind fight affect that?
Huh?
Does blind fight affect that?
Let me read mirror image. I don't believe so. I don't see anything that says it would allow you to go through them. Okay. So basically, give me a D4. That attack would hit him. A D4, the 1 is him. 3 through 4, or 2 through 4 is a double goes down. Okay, double goes down. He kind of like, he's like, whoa, close one. Alrighty. Next is going to be, Sylvina.
All right.
Copious amounts of fireball.
How many of them can I hit with a fireball without hitting Roland?
If you put it back here, Sylvina, you can hit one of the ascended disciples and both gargoyles.
I don't know if the gargoyles are immune to fire. Can I hit both disciples and the gargoyle?
I
Without
can't see where the
getting
It
disciples
sounds
are. I
like
don't
we
think
need
so.
a template. Hold on.
Well, the problem is I can't move and I can't see all of them.
What's the
Let me,
radius
let me
of the
control
fireball?
L from your perspective. Okay, I see what
20
I
foot.
see what you can see.
Realistically, the question is, if I put the fireball here, is it gonna hit Roland?
What's the radius?
20. 100%.
No.
What? Oh, I thought it was she was talking.
I'd say, I mean, I don't know. I would say you're kind of making a guess here, Sylvina. If you want to give me a...
The most important thing, I think, is not hitting Roland at the moment.
Okay, I'd say if you're cheating to the top, basically, yeah, I'd say cheat to the top, and I think that's reasonable. Sylvina would do that. So I'm gonna roll 3 saves.
Okay.
Will not hit Roland. Okay. What we got here?
All
27.
crit fail.
Well, I mean 2 crit.
Crit succeed.
Yeah. One gargoyle and the
Unfortunate.
acolyte. The second gargoyle still passes for half. Does not seem like he's immune to fire.
Okay, he is dazzled
Hold on.
until the start of my next turn.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just doing the math. First, he does not do void healing, so it's the other half. He does not look bloody by that, but it's a decent chunk. You fought these gargoyles before. They're not overly healthy.
That is really unfortunate that two of them.
Yeah, I rolled a
Yeah.
nat 20 and a 19 on the first like 2 dice.
Oh god. Yeah.
Tark.
I'm going to hold this position to keep the gargoyles from eating down the hallway after Gangini and the others. After Lupin,
Can I
Sylvain,
know
and
time
Gangini.
again?
Not yet. First, I'm going to. I'm tempted to become the wall again, but first I'm going to, because I have a feeling this is about to turn into a complete F fest in here. I'm going to use my entire turn to use Reach spell and cast.
Is it the one that makes me weak to fire?
No, I don't have that
Okay.
prepared anymore. This is just the one that gives you straight up damage resistance.
The good thing is Gangini goes before all of them, so hopefully they used up their good saves on mine, and so Gangini's fireballs will
Do more. That's my entire
do
turn,
more.
Ben. I'm using an action to reach spell with it, so I can tag Roland with it.
Gotcha. Heard. I was about to ask, but that makes sense. All right,
Can I
Roland.
get
I think
down for
you know how this spell feels by now. Like Roland, you feel like that familiar, like almost armored feeling slip over your skin as you know Tarek's spell is taking effect on you.
Yep.
Sorry, Sylvina, you were asking a question.
I was just saying, at least I managed to dazzle one of them.
It's true. I mean, hey, putting a dazzle effect on one never hurts. Lupin.
Yep.
All right, I'll go ahead and even first action I'll stride in some. Loop. All right, then second action I'm going to go ahead and throw the monarch at the closer gargoyle here. Oof, 19.
Woof. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. It kind of ricochets
All right.
off the stone.
All right, I'll just go ahead and stride back. Loop. That's my turn.
I need help in here.
I would, but I don't. It's like
Where's my
that's a way to get in.
All right, Gangini.
Oh, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Yes. Thank you, Sylvina, for finding the place I can shoot.
Well, you can move up so you can actually see if there's a better place to shoot. It just costs me 3 actions, so.
Oh, okay. So, Ben, question. How does emanation work on people you can't see? Because Rallying Anthem
Explain.
has a Rallying Anthem has a 60-foot emanation from me. I cannot see Roland.
I would.
do
I
not
mean,
know
I
what
think
he
it probably depends on the ability that's emanating. But if you're, it's a rally. It's an anthem. It's auditory.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would say
Is
yes.
he
It would
60 feet away from me? Because I can't see him.
I'll draw the ruler. He is 50 feet away from you.
Okay. Cool. So I cannot move because I think Rallying Anthem is important,
Fair.
and I get one or the other. But I'm okay with shooting 3 of them with a firebomb at 4th level.
Oh, I hope they fail that.
If they don't, I mean, yeah.
It's a good roll. Let's hit it again.
39 is pretty hot.
All right. Okay, that was not definitely better. Pass on Gargoyle A. Fail on the second Gargoyle. He's fucking toast and shatters into burning stone.
Is that the one I already hit?
Yeah, that's the dazzle
Yep.
one.
Okay.
I don't think it would have died if you hadn't hit it with that initial one. And the Disciple fails as well for 39, but is not bloodied yet.
Okay. And last action, I'll do Rallying Anthem. Not using the focus points. But, yeah. Everyone gets a +1 status to AC and saving throws, and physical resistance equal to 2.
All
And
right.
that's it.
Does the resistance? How does that work in conjunction with my mountain's resilience for Roland?
Probably doesn't stack.
I would assume not, but I figured I'd ask.
All right. Roland, you can make a swing on this guy if you so choose.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't, but pop off. Alright, give me a D3 now.
No, mirror image.
Yeah, mirror image.
Yep.
D3, you say?
Yeah, /R1D3. Okay, it
Oh.
does hit him. Nice.
Is that a
Is it
crit?
Yeah, of course it's a crit. It's 37.
It's actually 39. I think he's off target until my turn. Or
Right.
off guard. until
He
my
looks
turn.
a bit above bloodied. He points towards you all. You see he belts out a musical chord that just sounds
Oh.
so awfully dissonant. I'm gonna need all 5 of you to give me a will save.
You do get +1 to this.
You do. You said a will save?
I did.
I think we're going to be succeeding.
I'm gonna
on
hero
this,
point that.
perhaps.
All right, Lupin using one of the 2 hero points from the session.
I
Alright,
think
much
I am
better.
as well. I think I am as well.
You do get a +1 situation bonus, but I don't know if that
So up to
redeems
30.
a.
So the lowest we have is 30, and the highest is 33.
Okay, no one crit fail or crit passes, but everyone passes.
I crit pass because of bravery.
Oh yeah, sorry. Apart from abilities, I mean numerically. All of you, however, even on a pass, babble incoherently and are stunned 1.
What does that do? And how long? does
It means
last?
all of you have 1 less action per turn for a minute.
For a minute.
Yep,
That's
That's-
brutal.
That's wild.
on a pass.
What does a what does a crit pass do?
You're unaffected. You're fine.
Thank God.
That's brutal.
That is absolutely savage.
Even on a success, that's fucking.
Yeah, that's
Value.
crazy.
I mean,
that
what would
that's
have
on
been
a
even
success.
worse is if you guys had crit failed, you would have been confused for a minute with no chance to end the spell early.
That's still not as bad
Yeah,
as losing
what
an
was a
action
regular
for an entire
failure?
minute.
No,
Regular
it's
failure
confused for an entire minute.
is confused for a minute, but you can attempt a new save at the end of each of your turns.
Oh. Stunned 1 for a minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No more fireballs from me.
All right, that's his turn.
And I just checked. I cannot use Clear Mind to get rid of that until 8th level. Until I cast it as an 8th level spell.
We are at 8th level,
No,
aren't we?
I need to be level 16
Oh god.
until I
Okay.
cast it as an 8th level spell.
That's insane.
He's gonna put surround them, and they're all gonna move up on Roland.
If only I had a world wound attack.
You see the one above. What does a moderate healing potion do? What's the dice there? The naming convention of healing potions always boggles me. Okay, 3d8. Plus 10. Alright, you see the one on top, swig a potion for one of his 2 remaining actions. Looks pretty almost back to full. And then he's gonna make 1 attack. The other 3 are going to catch Roland in a triple cone as they each bite their tongues and breathe devil's breath at him.
Motherfuckers.
So top guy first, machete swing. 28.
Just hits.
All right.
But even with the anthem?
Wait.
You are being flanked, so their sneak attack will go into effect as well. 14 damage on Roland,
Reduced
So
to
9.
9.
and then I need 3 reflex saves.
I have a hero point. I'll re-roll that last one.
Reflex saves get boosted by the rally anthem as well.
So 27,
So
29.
27, 29, 26.
No, you would have needed in the 30s for the crit succeed, but you do succeed. Reducing the overall damage. So, first breath, 10. Second breath, 7. Third breath, 12. So 29 from the breaths. All right. Next is going to be the remaining gargoyle. It's flying just 5 feet off the ground. It's going to kind of hover in front of Tarek and pull a T-Rex move and just kind of block up the doorways like you did. And then...
You have a really good fireball target set up.
It is going to...
That's forgetting me, I
double
can't do
attack
anymore.
our orcish friend.
Okay.
Okay, the jaws are a nat 20.
Alright.
The claws are 29.
Both hit.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, the 20 hits,
I mean,
but the
yeah,
29
the
hits.
I assumed hit. Okay, the crit jaws. Uh, 35 piercing damage.
Okay.
And the claws, whoops, 12 slashing damage. So a total of like 47 damage that turn from him.
Reducing each of them by 2 because of the anthem, so,
So 47 reduced by 4.
so 43.
Yeah, you got it.
So-
Okay.
That's something.
Alright, Roland. You
Yep.
missed his big bomb spell and are not stunned or confused or anything.
Is this one, like, did he fully heal, or is he...
What's the one above you?
Yeah.
Not fully. Like, he's still hurt, but a lot of it got
Alright.
healed.
I gotta re-roll that.
Okay. That'll crit, dealing 76. He is just barely alive.
Alright, second swing. He is off, I think, off guard.
Yeah, minus 2 AC, basically.
Acid sword, regular. 21.
21. With the minus 2, that does do it from off kilter. Would have not done it otherwise. You managed to cut one down.
And that was the one that didn't use his breath yet, right?
Correct. Yes.
Good.
Nice.
Roland's been in so much fire. Just got caught in like a triple fucking inferno in there after all the fireball nonsense.
I might invest in some fireproof
Strongly
armor.
considering at level 9 getting myself fire resistance, but I'm not sure if it makes sense to. There are other good things I can get. However, for my turn, first thing I'm going to do is open my kinetic gate. Unfortunately, that takes an action, and most of my decent stuff that I can do is
Okay,
2 or
you've
3
used
actions.
50% of your actions. Continue.
I mean, I can't do anything without the kinetic gate open.
Yeah, you gotta open the gate.
Getting hit with stun, I think, hurts me more than most
Look,
people.
I always say ABOG. Always be opening gate.
However, I think the most effective thing I can actually do right now is, once again, I'm going to use Geyser from the Decanter of Endless Water.
Okay. Interesting. Who are you geysering?
To cast Hydraulic Push on the Gargoyle.
Alright, make the attack roll first, right?
32.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, I assume it doesn't crit.
It's close, but it doesn't.
That's going to be 3d6.
Okay.
And he's pushed back 5 feet,
Okay. He
which
pushed up 1
is
feet.
why I did this, because I figure opening up the path is probably worth doing.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
The action economy's
Tarek.
Yeah, my action economy's a bit effed as well. Wild shaping and all my stuff is 2 actions. However, there is another 2-action thing I can also do that doesn't require me to move at all. As Tarek points at Jordis, yells something in completely incoherent Orcish, even Solvina, who understands it, he's not making any goddamn sense because of the stun. And then just lets rip with a lightning bolt straight into him and the gargoyle.
Yeah, I think that plays.
I mean, fair enough. Right. Wait, what type of damage is the hydraulic push, by the way?
Bludgeoning.
Okay. It does a little bit less damage than you think.
That's fine. Pushing him was the goal,
That's fair.
not the damage.
He does also pass the lightning bolt. I assume you're also trying to arc it towards Jordis.
Yeah, I'm just straightforward into both of them.
Okay, so he halves the 20 to 10. You see Jordis just fucking sidestep that shit and slams the wall behind him. Does nothing.
Yeah. Alright.
Lupin.
That was less successful than I hoped.
Yeah. Hopefully Gangini can do another fireball at 4th level.
I only see 2 people, but I hit both of them. One of them is breathing fire, which makes me less than optimistic about its potency. But I can kill the gargoyle, almost assuredly.
I mean, there's no reason not to at least hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. We got 2 actions, but let me double check distance here real quick. Alright, so I'll go ahead and spend my 2 actions, and I will go ahead and attempt underhanded assault.
Alright, give me a stealth check versus the gargoyle.
And
Or if that's who you're attacking.
20, 25. Yep. Whew.
Can you do that? He's
Oh,
not adjacent to any of us.
right. Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, because he got
Alright.
pushed away.
Sorry.
Strike that. Alright. That's okay. I'll just go ahead and then stride up. In that case, first action stride here. Doop. Sorry. Still stay out of the way here, so I'll stride here, and then second action I'll go ahead and chuck the monarch at the remaining gargoyle. Alright, 22.
This is just shy.
Ah, alright. Well, it's 2 actions, so that's my turn.
Alright, Gangini, 2 actions.
That.
Alright, fireball. Okay. Alright, he passes and reduces, so it's not a lot on Jordis. This guy also passes, 32 to 16. The gargoyle is bloodied. Alright, it's gonna be Jordis. You
This
see...
gargoyle has been very dodgy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're quick. They're quick boys. Jordis scrapes his steel sword along the pillar next to him, making another like discordant noise. I need a will save just from Roland.
Motherfucker.
Do it again? God damn.
No, he's doing something different.
33.
Alright. He does crit succeed. The next thing he's going to do is drink a potion and vanish.
Yeah, fucker.
Alright. Yeah, I think they just go into beat stick mode. First, it's going to be the ones on either side of you who will get sneak attack, and the third guy who won't. So we'll do left guy first, then right guy, then bottom guy. Left guy. Okay, here we go. First attack from left guy. 32.
Yeah.
Does it crit or no crit?
No crit.
Okay, 27.
Jesus Christ. So 22 with the thing.
Oh, with flanking? Yeah. Sorry, 27. So,
No, like, no. 20,
Well, I think
22.
that's the
I thought you
hit
said,
roll on the second attack.
oh, I thought you were talking about damage.
No, that was the second attack.
No, 22 does not hit.
27. Not 22.
Does not hit with the anthem.
Okay.
I didn't do the
does
anthem this turn.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I was also
But
say
okay.
I didn't add flanking, so it's 29. But
All right.
so 2 hits. Third one definitely misses. 2 sneak attack machetes from this guy. Okay, first one, 7 damage. Second one,
2 damage.
8 damage.
3 damage.
All right, and guy on the right with sneak attack. 1 nat 20 and then 2 misses.
Alright.
Uh, 18 damage. So 13.
13.
Alright, now the guy who isn't flanking and will get sneak attack and doesn't get the flanking bonus. 28.
Yep.
And then the next two are going to miss for sure. So one more. 8 damage. So 3 damage.
3. Yeah.
So make sure you guys are keeping track of whatever ends that effect. I don't remember.
He's been hit 5 times. He's got 15 minutes remaining on the spell because
Okay.
he loses a minute every time he takes a hit.
Alright, Gargoyle's gonna fly down and get flanking with the disciples. And go jaw claw just like before. Okay. Jaw is 34 with flanking, which I think still doesn't crit.
No.
And claw is 27. You say that does or does not hit? I can't remember.
That just hits if I don't have anthem.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so jaws 14 reduced to 9. The claws 14 reduced to 9, weirdly, even with different dice.
Alright.
Alrighty. Rolling back over to you. Lost a lot of health.
Yeah.
Do you have any potions?
I do, but I'm like I gotta kill stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the action economy might be better served by you just chopping.
Don't worry, I'm coming in here in a second.
Just wondering. Because the other 3, no one's hit yet, right?
The other 3 are at full health. Gargoyle's looking real fucked up.
I can always just dash away from these losers if I can kill this fucking gargoyle, so I'll just do that. 30.
I mean, it crits. It does crit, even with the toughness from their stone armor.
Yeah,
the
so he'll
26 is ridiculous, but you will still kill him. Even
Oh,
with
seriously?
their reduction, well, because they're reducing. He was already badly injured by the fireballs. And the fireball and the lightning bolt, I should say.
I was super worried that this was like actual Sandpoint devils, not just
No,
gargoyles.
you can tell like the art that they're using for the AP is the Sandpoint Devil token, but they are like stone statues of the Sandpoint Devil. Like they're literal gargoyles.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll shatter him. Even with his physical reduction, that's not going to be enough.
I'm gonna 5-foot step over here. That'll be it.
Okay, you 5-foot step to there. Yeah, okay, so you move to there. Alright, Sylvina.
Okay, I have a question.
Did you say a question?
A question.
Okay. The end kind of faded off on your mic, so it's like, I got a question. I was like, are you fucking drunk? What's going on?
We can arrange that.
Sylvina's just blasted right now.
She might be when we get back to this town.
Honestly,
what
valid.
I would like, what I'm wondering is, if I use one of the other effects of the decanter of endless water that just lets me pour out water, would standing water give us some sense of where this guy is, even if we can't directly see him, just by basically where he's splashing around?
I can cast Revealing Light on my turn, but that also means I won't be healing Roland.
Yeah, and I'd rather you heal roll, to be honest.
I'd probably give you a perception check with it. It wouldn't auto give it away.
Okay, sure. I assume other people can make the check for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, the water is present for everybody. It's not just
Yeah.
yours.
Then I'm going to move up to here, and I'm just going to pour out a gallon of water.
A gallon? That's it?
Well, I can do a gallon of water or 5 gallons of water.
That's not going
5
to cover
gallons
a
of
lot of
water
this room.
has to be in a stream.
Okay. 5 gallons is not a lot. That's a lot less.
Yeah, that's not going to do much.
If you want to do something different, I'll tell you. I think that's
water
almost.
spreads out quite a bit.
There's a bunch
It
of
spreads out
shippers
a lot.
down
A gallon or 5 gallons isn't going to spread out enough to give someone away like across this whole room.
All right, well then that's probably not useful.
It's also like it's like a cracked stone floor. Like it's gonna seep through in parts. I don't
Yeah,
think.
fair enough.
I think it's a
Alright,
good idea. I think if it was like more gallons than that, that would have been.
If it was like 50
the-
gallons, yeah.
Geyser is 15, but I'm not sure that 15 is enough either. If 5's not.
Can
But it's
you-
unclear if Geyser has to be using hydraulic push or not. So that's why I didn't mention it.
I'll read the wording, but it seemed like it's supposed to be just a hydraulic push.
Could just aim that. You could try aiming it at the square you last saw him.
That's not super helpful. Damage
Can
is
you-
not.
I
Can you
think
do any AoE to these guys down here?
No.
because the stun is ruining us right now.
Yeah.
Anything I have that does AoE requires at least 2 actions, and they were out of range.
Can you single target one of them?
I can do up to about 2d6 of damage to one of them.
Up to you.
Probably not as worth it.
I'm thinking what to do. If I push one of them, it does not give Roland the op attack against them, does it?
No.
No.
Force movement does not trigger op attacks.
Yeah. Okay.
You always try that.
What happens if I push one into another one?
I'd probably give him an athletics save, an athletics roll.
All right. I will use hydraulic push on the one next to Roland. Then.
Okay. Give me a hit roll.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
8 bludgeoning, and he's pushed 5 feet.
I think he just stays in the square because you push him and his friend pushes him back with a success. All right, Tarek.
All right, I'm gonna have to stay put. I was gonna move in, but I think it's better that I give you the higher power version of the spell, Roland. All right, using 2 actions. So Roland, I'm gonna heal you. Terrible roll, but 32 hit points.
I mean, it's far more than any of these guys could do.
And with your damage reduction, that's going to count for a lot. So I was hoping for better on the roll, but it'll keep you on your feet for now. That's my turn. That's my 2 actions.
All right. Lupin.
All right. I can at least come in and give you some support here. So first action, I'll stride in. 15, 20, 25. Doop. Then I will go ahead and throw the Monarch at this one here.
Which one? I didn't see a ping on my roll 20.
Oh, sorry. It'll be this one.
Oh, that time it popped up. It just was slow for some reason. Okay.
All right, 28
28 will hit.
for 10 piercing.
Okay. They don't seem to have any reduction for that.
All right, there you go. That's my turn.
All right, Gangini.
I can't really see anything from here. Trying to move up like a little bit. Probably like there. I guess it's action 1, and I guess action 2 is Rallying Anthem.
Okay. Gangini calling out and encouraging the guys from the back. Jordis presumably does something. And the disciples. Guy's gonna go around. This guy's gonna go to here, so they all get flanking. So 2 of them will make 2 attacks, 1 will make 3 attacks. We'll start with the 3 attack guy. Okay, 29.
Yep.
26.
Nope.
And a miss. Alright. Sneak attack. 15 reduced to 10. Next guy with the 2 attacks. 33, but that's not a crit, so just regular. 12 reduced to 5, or sorry, 12 reduced to 7 is what I mean.
Yep.
And third guy, 29 with flanking. I think that hits. That'll be 16 reduced to 11. Alright, those are all 3 of the disciples. Back to rolling.
You gotta try to kill the one that's giving him flanking.
Makes sense. Well, they're kind of, yeah, that makes sense. 38. Oh, vicious swing. Alright, he is bloody, but he's still up.
He's also off guard from this next
He's
one.
also off guard, so 2 lower AC.
27.
Not a crit, but does hit. For 15.
Alright.
He's still alive, but looking pretty bad.
Alright. That's it.
Okay, in that case, it's gonna be back to Sylvina.
Alright. I'm trying to figure out how to maximize square usage. I think it's like that. Sadly. Well, I guess it's like that. Alright, so if Jordis is in either the square in front of me or on top of the dead corpse.
I watched the line.
Yeah.
I got you.
And flying flame. What the hell? Oh, sorry, that's the wrong roll. That's the wrong roll.
Sorry, one sec. I had to take my headphones off to get a dice I dropped. 5 damage?
No, that is... There we go.
Okay, I was like, what the actual fuck?
Kineticist stuff is weird. I accidentally clicked on the one in my feet. tab, which I did not set up to actually properly write damage numbers in.
Gotcha. Okay. That's gonna be pass, fail, fail.
Okay.
So
Gonna be
9 and
45
then
damage total. That's not bad.
18. That's good. That's a good group damage value.
I'll take 45.
Tarek.
Especially considering I can't use 3 actions.
So I've got a. Gangini and Lupin, are you guys going to be able to knock off the... If you guys can kill the disciple that's giving them flanking, otherwise I'm just going to light up the room so we can try and see where Jordis is.
That's the idea I was going for.
Alright. Casting Revealing Light.
Alright,
DC 26.
let's see. He's got good reflex. You don't see anybody.
That's my turn. 2 actions.
Alright. Lupin.
Alright, now this time I can actually use it. Do underhanded assaults. Pop up here, attempt that south. 20. Does a 28 get me there?
Yeah, I think I can see there.
Alright. Alright. So then we'll go ahead. Really attack the Monarch. Right. 31 for
35.
10 piercing on him.
35.
Oh,
altogether.
yeah, that crits.
Ooh, nice. So for 28 piercing then.
Alright,
And a sneak?
even before sneaking, that's gonna fucking shred this dude. So we're down 2
Alright.
disciples.
Alright, 2 actions, that's the turn.
Alright, Gangini.
So, I can see like an eighth of the base of one of the cultists. Can I take a shot at that if that's what I see?
Yeah, they'll have cover, but
Okay, yeah, that is kind of a wild. I can either do that or I could do a detect magic and if possibly reveal Jordis if he's within 30 feet of me. I'm not sure he is. So I guess we'll just do the one flashing gust at the guy I can see. That is a critical failure. I'm assuming that misses.
yeah, believe it or not, that does miss. Okay. Beautiful. Let's see. Jordis is going to appear behind Gangini, with all of his mirror images back.
Oh, this motherfucker.
You really teleported down.
No, he's just invisible and made some mad acrobatics checks.
It's crazy that he's a caster. Oh wait, no, he took a potion for invisibility. No.
He drank a potion of invisibility. He is also a caster, though.
It's crazy that he's a caster and has such crazy deck saves.
No, he's got high dex. Dex is literally
He has
his
crit succeeded.
his dex and his
every-
charisma are the same.
He has crit succeeded every spell we've thrown at him.
Yeah, he's a baller. This is supposed to be a
Which
hard
means-
encounter.
He has no. I get that. I'm not saying that he's I'm just saying he must have pretty good dex to be able to consistently be rolling 36s on his dex saves.
Yeah. Alright, Gangini. Give me a fortitude save as he taps you on the shoulder to get your attention.
Believe it or not, that's my best save.
That is
It's
hard
gonna
to
be
believe.
34.
Gasp. Bug crack. Okay, so you'll have it.
I feel like men butt crack is a fort save.
I think it would be. I think it would be like a Phantasmal Killer, where it's a fort save followed by a will save while you wrestle with like the mental effects of that.
I think it would be 2 back-to-back fort saves, so you don't like die of like toxic shock.
Don't do back-to-back fort saves. Okay. 28 void damage, halved to 14. And he will suck some of that away from you. For himself.
I thought about taking that spell, but I'm not good at touching people.
Fair. He still has 1 action left. And 1, 2, 3. His little boss fight ability, he's going to do this for 1 action. And he is going to bite his tongue and breathe the devil's cursed breath at Sylvina, Gangini, and Tarek. All 3 of you give me a reflex save. Lupin and Roland are excluded.
I am going to reroll that.
Well, probably a good idea. Well,
20. Hopefully it doesn't crit fail, but
it doesn't crit fail, thankfully.
I'm gonna keep mine.
Okay.
We know 20 doesn't crit fail.
That is true. Sylvina's out here making sacrifices to, like, discover the math.
I still think I'm gonna interposing Earth
Oh,
to
yeah.
give me standard cover, which gives me a +2 to that, so that'd be 21 instead.
Okay.
I got a lot of first level spells. If it has a chance of helping, I think it's worth using.
You do that. It doesn't really do anything to help, I'll be honest. Doesn't change it from, like, a crit fail to a fail or fail to a success. Just kind of exists.
Okay.
Now I gotta roll some dice here. Everybody failed, first of all.
Yeah.
No crit fails though.
Okay, he rolled pretty low. All 3 of you take 29 fire damage. And all 3 of you are sickened 1.
39, you said? Or 29?
29.
What is second to 1?
I'm blanking on the exact effect, but it's one of the ones you should be able to just toggle on your sheet.
It
I
is.
can't
You,
talk about it. I'm trying to remember.
You
status
can't willingly,
penalty.
you
It's
can't
equal
willingly
to-
ingest potions is the big thing.
and you take our saves take further penalties from it.
Okay.
I think when it gets back to our turns,
My partner
we
just
go
brought me
down one.
samosas. Got Indian food, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I mean, the good news is sicken goes away at the end of our turns, I believe. But until then, our saves are worsened.
Okay.
So, but that is his turn, right?
Yep, that was his turn. Now it's the disciples. One is gonna run around. You run around, I run around, we all run. Anyway, he's gonna run to there, Roland, if you want to swing. Guys, can we talk about how the Digimon the movie soundtrack is a fucking banger?
Like the one from like 2000.
Yeah, have you looked at that soundtrack? Nothing but hits.
I went to that movie in theater.
Hell yeah.
Oh yes, I remember going to see it at theaters because I remember they had that Angela Anaconda short that was right before it.
That
was
guy
the
also
other
saw it in
thing I was
theaters.
really
I also
into
had
at
it,
the
like,
time.
Illegally recorded with a VCR recorder.
Wait, Angela Anaconda's Canadian. How did you guys see that?
I think there was a
on
bunch of
this,
Canadian bands
this
on that
basic
thing.
shows. See, here's the thing. I only recently found out that was a Canadian production, and I should have known that when I was younger because her nemesis was named Nanette Manoir, which is the most French-Canadian name I have ever heard.
Guys,
Were
samosas
there,
fuck so
like-
hard. Oh my god.
Were there Americans who were wondering what the fuck is this at the start of the Digimon movie?
Look, there's
I'm
a
sure
lot.
there
There's a
were
lot
quite
of
a few.
questions that even watching the Digimon movie does not answer.
Yeah, fair.
Anyway, despite quoting a Digimon song, yeah, that hits for 25. Moving on. Okay, let's see. He is about bloodied.
There.
So all their attacks will be with flanking. He is going to get 2 attacks. The other guy gets 1 attack. We'll do the 3 attack guy first. 1 hit, 2 miss. 12 damage, reduced to 7.
Yeah.
Other guy misses both.
Sucks.
Rolling.
That mountain resilience doing work.
Yeah, and Mountain Resilience has
No.
saved you, like 50, 60 damage so far?
He's taken 11 hits, so it saved him 55 damage.
God damn. I nailed that estimate.
Oh,
Question real quick. He got since he got reactive strike, am I able to use opportune backstab off of that?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I just wasn't
That's
sure.
really
but okay.
funny.
that's a crit.
34.
Jesus Christ.
Technically, it's because mine goes off first. Oh wait, mine's.
He doesn't even have flanking from where he ends up anyway. That does crit for 30. No sneak attack because it's not flanked. He is still alive, but he goes to fight. Like he's been ordered to fight Roland, and then just gets this brutal cut to the back while Roland strikes him on the way by. Solvino. Oh, sorry. Did I double tap?
Yeah.
Sorry. My bad.
So Jerkface is somewhere over here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the hallway.
Jerkface is also a caster, so I'm going to sudden charge him.
Good. Let us deal with the disciples.
Yeah.
Right?
40.
Great. Give me a
Am
D4.
I giving you a flanking bonus?
Actually, wait,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Do you have a melee weapon?
No.
Oh, then no,
He
he's
has a-
not giving you flanking.
Okay, 38.
Believe it or not, 38 still crits. It was not necessary to have him flank.
Okay.
But
He's
now
off
it's a
guard.
D4 because he has all 3 doubles back again.
Oh, this guy. Does Gangidi's magic missiles, would those reduce the?
No, they hit him directly
All right.
because they hit on
So,
aerially.
you know one. Is it?
D4.
You absolutely obliterated double. He's like, that one wasn't me, and like all the doubles are just like breathing fire with every word.
Roland does get another attack, luckily.
Yeah.
All right, another hit. Not a crit though.
On the 30... Oh, even reduced by 2. Okay. Okay, interesting. Does
Not a
math.
double.
All right, he's got 1 double left.
All right.
Okay.
Sylvina, just get rid of the doubles. I'll kill this motherfucker.
Yay. I am going to do a 1-action air elemental blast at Jordis.
Okay.
I'll reroll that.
Okay. Are you out of hero points or using channel points?
I've got a hero point.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure where we were at with hero points. Nice. Okay, that'll crit him for 11. Give me a D2.
No. 22. My rolls don't double on their own.
Yeah, but you need to roll if you hit the him or the double.
No, I know, but I'm saying the crit damage would be 22 damage, not 11 damage.
Oh, did I say? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, roll a D2.
Yeah.
Why was that second samosa way spicier than the first one? Holy fuck.
Okay, takes out the double,
Okay.
which was the main goal.
That was the goal.
Here's a question.
Yep.
What is it that gives flanking? Is it melee threatening, or is it
Correct.
a melee weapon?
Sylvina, if you take a 5-foot step, I am about to melee flank the fuck out of this guy.
A monk would threaten with his bare hands. You would need something that is a weapon, and monks treat their hands as weapons.
Okay, so the fact that I can do melee elemental blasts does not work for that.
Can you?
I think
reaction-
no. Maybe in an extended fight I'd allow it, but I think no, like they wouldn't know you could even do that, so they wouldn't be
Sure.
like the threat of being attacked is what's giving flanking. So I guess like I would say once you've done that to someone, then I would allow it, like in the same fight.
All right. No worries. I am, however, just gonna stride to there
All right, running back in that room.
to give Lupin flanking on this guy.
Oh my god, this second one is so spicy, but I have to power through. Ooh boy.
The second one had all the spice in it.
Yeah, for real. Holy fuck, why is it so much worse? Oh my god,
Putting
I'm
a
really
focus.
sweating. Tarek, it's you. What am I looking at? Oh, it's
Yeah.
all your
Turning
wild
into
shapes.
dinosaurs.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck is
No,
this text block?
I'm not clicking it again. But yeah, yeah. Now, Roll, you have a massive pile of flanking.
Which one are you?
T-Rex.
God, why is there no Pachycephalosaurus? That's the best fucking dinosaur.
There's a
That's
lot
not the
they're missing.
best dinosaur.
Yo, fucking fight me. Pachycephalosaurus fucks.
He likes the battering ram head.
May I interest you in a Canis Rex instead?
Okay, we had a token earlier, but okay, I can live with that.
I'm admittedly having trouble finding the token.
All right,
I'm
that's my
still
cue.
looking, but that'll be the holdover.
That's my 2 actions, but more to the point, I have 10-foot reach, so I am threatening a flank.
Oh, true. All right. Lupin. Oh my god.
All right. Oop. Take advantage of that flank. Go ahead.
Okay.
And...
Copyright infringement over. I got the real one.
All right, I'll go ahead.
Fair use was
and
comedy.
Attempt to stab this dude in front of me with the Monarch. 22.
With flanking, it's a 24. It hits.
All right. Then
Go ahead and
flank
roll,
Here, then it
sneak
gets
attack.
sneak attack.
Yep.
2d6.
With sneak attack, he is barely up, like literal death's door.
All right. Let's see some real quick.
Try another
Was that
attack
just a-
map, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me see some real quick. All right, with my remaining action, I will then go ahead and
Oh, so spicy.
twist the knife.
Ooh.
You okay there, Ben?
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
trying. It's really good though.
It's gonna be 2 persistent bleed, I guess.
Correct.
Okay, he's bleeding for 2. Nice. 2
Right.
blood.
Still stuck with 2 actions, so that's my turn.
Alright, Gangini.
Okay, so when do we lose the second condition? Is that the start of the turn? End of the turn?
End of your turn.
Although I was looking. Does Sicken go away one turn at a time?
I think so. I think it's one of the ones that does that. I'll
Yeah,
check.
but we're only sticking to 1. So
Okay. All right, then I'm no longer Sicken.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
end of your
no
turn,
one
you're on
second.
second.
I'm gonna dip into my occult magic. Real
Oh, wait,
quick.
hold on. Maybe it's not.
Or was it
You can
not?
spend an action.
You have to spend an action to reduce it.
Recover.
Oh no, then I am still Sicken.
Yep, you're still second.
Gangini,
Yeah.
if you could kill the guy above me, it would be really appreciated.
You can give me a
You
perception
can
check,
duck out
Gangini.
behind me.
Free action.
A free action to what?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh.
Translating for Ben as his tongue is on fire.
It's okay. I only drank most of my water just now. This dude's gonna bleed
What'd
out
you
in a
say?
second. He's absolutely gonna bleed out. There's no way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
His skin, he's like white as a sheet pale right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go to what I was going to do anyway and cast paralyze on Jordis.
This man can't have good reflex and will saves. It's just not fair.
Also,
You said he was a.
Isn't your, by the way, Ben?
What?
Excuse me, Beans. Shouldn't your I think your save. I think your will save is too low on that.
No, I'm sickened. It's down by 1.
Oh right.
All right. He is stunned 1.
Join us.
You have +5 to your charisma.
I have +4. And I have expert spellcasting though.
Oh, never mind. Ignore me.
Okay. You do that. It's his turn. Whew. Alright, what's he gonna do here? So many options.
Hopefully something that requires a manipulate action. Is he paralyzed or was he stunned?
No, he passed. He's stunned 1.
Okay.
Intriguing.
Whatever spell he cast on us at the start, you need to get, because that's so good.
Oh.
That's crazy. No, the spell he cast at the start was absolutely insane.
That was bananas.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna cast it again, to be honest with you.
Can he?
Yeah. 2 actions.
God name spell is this?
God.
Decapitate him.
I tried to paralyze him so Rolo could decapitate him.
It
but-
does have a manipulate action.
Does mean he can't do anything else though while he's stunned 1.
Yeah.
Alright, Roland, get that swing in there, and then everybody give me a will save.
35.
You're 1 shy of crit.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Got 26. It does still take 20 though.
Alright.
Is it a
Alright,
will
will
save?
save from everybody.
I'm re-rolling that.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend channel points to reroll.
Arrgh!
God, imagine how much you guys would fail without channel points.
I'm using hero
Hey,
points. I don't,
I haven't used channel points yet.
I know. I honestly think you guys would still be fine.
Were all my rolls crit? Oh no, the first one was just a regular, and then the next
Doesn't
2
matter
rolls were
anyway.
nat 20.
channel-
Sylvina,
Oh,
did you roll the
Sylvina.
same one? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say this then, we do get the same number when we reroll the channel points, a shocking amount.
Yeah, honestly, it's like statistically improbable how often it happens. Okay. Sylvina, I will say 18 is like just barely avoiding a crit fail.
Okay.
Like by like 1.
What kind of godforsaken spell is this?
27 save? Jesus Christ.
Hey man, this guy's empowered by something.
It almost said chaos.
No, I was gonna say the gods, but it's not really the gods. Okay.
Alright, well,
What the fuck do we got? Alright, so Tarek passes exactly, Roland crit passes, Gangini regular passes, Sylvina fails. So, if you crit pass, nothing. If you passed, you are stunned 1. I don't believe successive stuns increase anything.
I hope not.
and I am confused.
And you are confused from it. Although you get a new save at the end of each of your turns to end it. Alright,
Each time you regain actions, reduce the number you regain by your stun value.
Huh?
This guy sucks so much.
Yeah, he sucks.
Is that also going for a minute? Like, that stacks?
Yeah, if you pass, you're gonna reset the minute. It's a new spell. I think this dude's just gonna run up on Sylvina.
I figured.
Double attack, no flank. 23? I don't think so.
That does hit.
Oh, okay. 8 damage, not a lot.
Alright.
Wait, Method says each time you regain action, reduce the number you regain by your stun value, then reduce your stun value by the number of actions you lost.
What?
What?
I mean,
Did they change
That's
how
not
that
nearly
works?
as bad.
Oh.
Hold on.
So we've been handicapped this whole fight. So Ben, I think your stream just crapped out.
What? Did it?
Also, it's...
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm just having
Yeah,
issues
it's
now.
I think, as I say, it looks like it's running.
All right, okay, then that's a me issue. I was buffering.
Fuck, I minimized the thing I was looking at.
So we could have been acting normally this whole time.
Stun might also have a duration instead, such
Yeah,
as stun
it says
for 1
stun might
minute.
also have a duration instead, such as stun for 1 minute, causing you to lose all your actions for the duration.
Oh, all right.
Would whatever the spell, like, would its effects stack, though?
No, stun cannot become stun 2.
From this spell, at least.
Do you mean, like, would it become 2 minutes?
No, like the stun condition, like it'll reduce your actions. Whenever it's your next turn, you wouldn't regain. You would reduce the amount of actions you regain by your stun value, and then
Yes.
it would decrease by that amount.
Normally, yes, but you can be stunned for a duration instead, such as stunned for 1 minute,
Right.
which is literally the spell.
Okay, but that effect for the duration stun doesn't stack.
No, it's not like 2 minutes. Maybe it's a new minute now. The minute reset, basically.
Okay, but they have 2 actions instead of being reduced to 1.
Yes, the stunned value didn't go up to stun 2, and the duration didn't go up to like a minute 30. It's still stunned 1 and just reset the minute.
Right. He's mostly just trying to get me.
Pretty much. Also, it's just a great spell slot that he still had.
What's the difference between stunned and slowed then?
I don't know. I'll look up slowed as well.
Does slow just reduce your movement?
Slow does like multiple things,
You have fewer actions.
but it also slows you as well, I believe.
Okay.
It does not say that.
Oh, well then the 2E version sucks ass. I don't know what to tell you. It should do both.
All right. Vicious swing with flanking. 32.
I actually can't tell the difference between stunned and slowed. Okay.
Well, because slow, there is no thing that you get less slow each turn. Stun, there is a possibility of doing that unless otherwise specified, which this spell does.
It's also they're also healed by different effects, by different restoration
Oh, okay.
effects. Stunned is harder for me to counter.
So
Yeah.
stunned is just better slow then.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright.
32 is not a crit, but does hit for 23. He is now bloodied.
All right. Second swing. 28.
Yeah, still hits.
Does this guy? Because we
Looking
saw the
past bloodied now.
gargoyles. Were the gargoyles of the Sandpoint Devil?
Yes.
Does he have like Sandpoint Devil, like iconography on him?
I mean, he's doing the same shit that all the other Sandpoint Devil cultists did.
Fair.
You guys could try to interrogate him. Find out.
Nah.
Murder.
You guys lose so much intel. I never interrogate anybody. Sylvina.
Everyone down here is fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to leave them
Insane
alive
people have
when they're-
information.
It's hard to leave them alive, to be honest. When they're doing things like trying to make us all confused. Speaking of, I'm confused.
You sure are.
In game or real life?
In game.
In game. You use all your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, targets determined
Alright.
randomly. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll
Is
a
my
D.
goal to maximize damage?
Yeah, you attack as you would an enemy. I'm gonna
Just
roll. I'm gonna
treat
roll a
everyone as
D3.
enemies.
I'm gonna roll a D3. 1 is the disciple, 2 is Lupin, 3 is Tarek.
Well, I can hit any two of them.
Okay, then we'll double down. Lupin, then Tarek.
Okay. Yep. Flying flame coming at the two of you.
All right, reflex save from Lupin and Tarek, and then remember you get to, because you didn't crit fail, you can make the save at the end of the turn again to get rid of this.
Yep. As little fiery wasps just shoot at the both of you. Well, that's not a crit fail.
I was about to say it was real fucking close
Close
though.
to a crit
It was
fail.
one away.
Yeah.
One away from a crit
Jesus
fail.
Christ. One reflex from Lupin as well, which presumably will make this 0 damage.
All right.
But you're confused. You wouldn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
30. Yep.
You're good. Yeah.
You're
I
gonna-
lose my
Uh,
temporary hit points,
You
and
take 21 fire damage.
yeah, so that burns clean through my temporary hit points, and I go down to 28. I'm hurting real bad here.
It's many little stingers of fire embed themselves into the dinosaur hide.
Woof. It's got to
Reflex-
great,
will-
probably.
Will save
And I
Selena.
will save. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, hit
it's
me with will
probably
save.
extremely unpleasant to have
Burnt,
hit by it.
burnt dinosaur hide. There's blood everywhere.
Nope.
All right. Tarek lets out a roar with that one, but focuses in on Jordis. If he's prone,
Oh, also I
Is
forgot
he,
the air here has been lit with multiple incense sticks, like the ones you found in the other room that just smell like brimstone.
oh,
So
fine.
this room definitely smells horrendous. Also, Solvina,
yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Does that...
Does knocking?
I don't think that... Okay, that doesn't, like, retroactively make you crit fail.
It would
to
be
say it.
absurd if it retroactively made you crit fail.
No, because it's specifically... It's not against the... Alright, I'll tell you why it's confusing. It's because it's the spell Confusion, and the sentence reads, a new save at the end of the turn to end its confusion, lowercase c, because it's the condition, not the capital C, the spell Confusion. See what I'm saying?
I see.
That's why I had to
Alright,
reread
well,
it. I was like, that seems too powerful. And I was right. It was not the powerful version. What are
I'm
you...
glad I chose.
What are you doing?
I'm glad I chose this in the order. Well, that was an athletics check to try and knock him prone. I think Solvina scorched my hide right as I was trying to stomp on him.
Oh my
I think
god.
it probably is a little bit under the hide. You know, it's like when you get an injection with little wasps.
Because
Yeah,
I
that
was hoping
happens to me
to
a
knock.
lot.
Because I was hoping to knock him prone and then bite his head off. So oh well.
You can
to make
still
him
try
off
to bite
guard.
his head off.
I am still going to try and bite his head off. So I'm glad that actually happened in the order it did.
It's gonna be another nat one.
Is
Calling it.
no.
Oh, let's go!
3d12 plus 18.
What a reversal!
And I will say it actually does benefit you all that I'm slowed, because otherwise I would have just dropped a fireball probably on
All right.
top of Tarek, which would have hit
You
all of
lean down, rip Jordis's arm off his body, and he is barely alive. Just bleeding from the side of his chest.
Oh, and because thank you for reminding me, Ben. He now takes. I get to finally use my feet. I keep forgetting it.
Oh, okay.
Typical. Isn't target takes 1d4 persistent bleed damage. Okay.
Okay.
So in this case, I just rolled a 1.
He is bleeding.
He is bleeding by technical definition. All right, that is my turn. I missed with the first one, and then, mauled him lightly.
Jesus Christ.
Rips his arm off. He's only bleeding for one.
Yeah, well, I think he was probably
It's
gonna
pretty-
die before his turn, so I feel good about that flavor. Lupin.
Alright. I still got it here, so I'll go ahead and do 2 actions for underhanded assault.
I don't think I count as an ally at the moment.
Oh?
Do I?
Oh, right, because confusion.
Yeah, you don't count as an ally. It specifically says you treat no one as an ally.
I think you would
Gotcha.
be better served going after Jordis and getting away from me.
Fair. Alright, so scratch that. Alright. Go ahead and then. First action stride. Alright, full movement puts me, right in front of him here. Alright, then my second action, I'll go ahead and strike at him with the Monarch. What? Not 20!
Oh my god. Back
All
to
right,
back
so it's
crits
like
on
I
this
say,
man.
all right, so it's like Lupin sees that you're confused, decides he doesn't want anything to do with that. So he'll go in, he'll baseball slide under T-Rex Tarek,
Hell yeah.
and as he slides, and as he's doing the baseball slide, goes to here and basically slices out Jordan's Achilles from under him. And as he falls, Lupin gives him a little kiss, blows him a kiss, goes, au revoir.
He just collapses, full dead. Nary a bit of intelligence to be gleaned. Y'all better hope this bitch had some notes or a journal.
I was gonna grab like the statue that I had embedded in the wall and just cave a skull in with it.
You actually just fully ripped this one out of it, just throw it down on his body.
Okay, I will say it's really hard to keep alive and interrogate cultists. There is still one alive, by the way, Ben.
Yeah, but he's just a dude.
I just mean you got rid of the initiative.
Oh, okay, well. I thought someone would just end him immediately, to be honest. I guess he goes next. Alright, Gangini.
It's magic missile.
I only see one target left.
Yeah, he's over here.
Yeah, I see him. I guess I will throw a slashing gust at him. How about a critical failure?
Okay, well, I guess we'll keep the combat going.
With these rolls.
It's okay.
21.
Alright, well. Forgot he still had this. He's gonna go ahead and drink a potion and heal himself. And then stab twice at Sylvina. Ooh, nope, both missed. Terrible rolls. Rolling. Also, after this fight, we'll do a quick bathroom break because I really gotta pee.
$32. And while I'm at it.
Alright, let's see, 32, that'll
Is
crit.
that a crit?
Yep. And
Second one's 30 then.
that won't crit, but it'll be 42 plus 12, 54. He's looking below bloodied.
Alright.
Sylvina. Give me a, let's see, who are we gonna go through? Cultist and Roland. Unless you can reach him, in which case do all three. Alright, sounds like 3 reflex saves, judging by that arrow. If you're talking, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, I can easily hit all three.
Alright, go for it.
For sure.
Okay, nice.
Low damage roll this time.
So we
Low damage
wanted.
roll.
Alright. If it makes you feel better, the Ascended Disciple also... Lupin, you don't have to make it, it's okay.
Oh, alright.
The Ascended Disciple also crit failed as the roll, and they both take 24, excuse me.
Alright, that's, what, 60 damage
Jesus Christ.
total?
Tarek, you take 12. Disciple takes 24. Roland takes 24.
I think I've dealt more damage to my allies than enemies this fight, and that includes me dealing
Give me
a fireball at the beginning and one at just 3 of them.
Give me a reflex save. Or sorry, will save at the end. Come on. Shake it off. Jesus
Nope.
Christ. We're gonna have to keep this combat
You guys
going
might
just
wanna
for Sylvina.
leave and close the doors for just the minute I'm stuck in here.
Alright,
I will
Tarek.
tackle the shit out of Sylvina.
Yeah,
I've got
I
clear
think
mind
you're
ready.
gonna get fucking rope-a-doped here.
I mean, I can do kinetic blasts at melee range. And I can discorporate myself into ash and fly away. I'm really hard to track down. Actually, I probably can get through the doors too. Now that I think about it.
You guys.
I'm still
Yeah.
gonna tackle you. Make it easy.
I
for you to
feel like
anyway.
Roland would still try. Tarek, are you trying anything?
I'm going to end the spell. But is the other disciple down?
No, he's still up.
All right.
Anything will kill him, and I'm kind of low.
Yeah.
Can you come bite his head off?
Yeah. Yeah. I will move right next to Sylvina. I'm not going to end the form then.
Okay. If you hit a minimum damage, he's toast.
I'm moving next to Sylvina so I can end my form and hit her with Clear Mind on my next turn if I don't die. 23?
23, yeah, hits. You're good.
Munch.
Yeah, just bite his fucking head off. Alright, Lupin? Is there anything you want to do to try to get Sylvina under wraps?
Not sure I really have anything. Alright, well, I'll go in so I can back you up, but with only 2 actions, I can only really, like, stride twice to get within, melee over.
Alright,
Alright, so, yep, that's all for me.
Yangini, anything you can do to stop Sylvina? Guys, you gotta end this fight at the P.
What is the range on Dispel Magic?
Gotta be at least 60 feet, right? Probably.
Let's stretch this out. Let's stretch this out. Make Ben wet himself.
120.
Key myself on stream.
Could I interest you? Oh, do I have I have 2 second level spots left. Okay, so we could Dispel Magic.
Alright, so roll a counteract check, then Arcana check.
Oh boy, here I go. Roll another 1 again.
God damn it. Alright, the fight continues.
Yes.
You want to just take the break now, Ben?
I feel like we can just finish this off.
I feel like
real
let's
quick.
finish it. It's funnier.
All right.
It just has to get to my turn and I can clear her mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay,
For
cool.
the sake of it, I'm gonna pop a healing potion on my turn just so Sylvina doesn't kill me.
Yep, I would.
In the meantime, I'll roll it in a second, but with my reigning action, it's gonna tackle Sylvina, make it easy for her.
So yeah, you make an athletics check. Because if you do, okay, I think that probably tackles her.
Almost certainly.
I feel confident. Well, now Sylvina, you kind of just have to attack just him, pretty much.
I am going to. Well, am I trying to be most effective with my confusion?
I think you're just trying. Effective is a weird word. You're trying to just like hurt as much as possible people around you.
Yeah, okay. In that case, I have to use Fire Junction Ash Strider, and I can go through all of them. I just incorporate into the cloud of ash and water.
Just does a fucking loop on all of them. Jesus Christ. Roland, you have her in an absolute like full Nelson that would hold anyone else, and it just fucking discorporates and literally buzzes around the fucking room.
Alright, I'm gonna have to make a reflex save here.
Alright, everybody make reflex saves, except for Gangini.
Alright.
Tarek, come on.
Alright, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. It's really not, but okay.
We needed you to clear mind.
All right.
I'm going to be okay. It's fine.
So Roland
9.
takes 9, Tarek takes 36.
Tarek takes 36, and Lupin takes 18.
Alright. So that would drop me, except. So I stay on my feet at 1 hit
my
point,
god.
and I'm wounded 1.
Did you think that your ally was going to be the thing that triggers it? Your Orcish
okay.
Philosophy the first time?
It's so funny. You triggered
I
Orcus
think I
Ferocity.
have done more damage this combat than the enemies have. To
be
the
fair,
team.
they're also not trying to kill you. Like, if
Yes.
they could have just killed you and it'd be fine.
That is
Wait,
absolutely.
don't-
I
don't
think
you need
Roland
overflow?
could have just killed me. For
Don't
sure.
you need to do your overflow thing to be able to use this?
No, I don't.
It says overflow on it.
You can also try knocking
That's
her out for what it's worth.
I also haven't overflown yet, so this would be the if it is overflow and that's correct, then this would be the overflow turn. So I would be out of kinetic gate this turn because flying flame does not overflow me.
Well, that's something at least. You're out of Connecticut. Roland, do you want to just try to knock her out, or?
Oh, that
I just
already
need to
went.
check to make sure.
It was Roland, then Sylvina. Now it's me.
Oh shit! Sorry. I forgot to click through.
Oh yes, it does overflow me.
All right, so I'm gonna end my form. I'm going to end in the square adjacent to Roland when I relinquish my form. I'm going to use 2 actions as I stand there, bleeding, bluish green orc blood, and
You're mostly
cast...
burned, I think.
There's that too. Tarek's looking is looking real rough. I am going to clear him out.
All right, we're good. Fight over. All right, let's run to the bathroom
Glad
and we'll get the prizes and stuff.
I am so sorry to all of you.
That was wild. All right, I'm gonna pause the stream. Alrighty. Cool. I need to take us out of fucking combat music first of all. Bring down the fucking hype here.
I feel like I tried to sneak in an unarmed strike on Sylvina.
Fucking punch to the back of the head.
Sylvina's going to profusely apologize, of course.
Oh, I imagine so.
I assume that hits.
That crits.
Oh, well,
Oops.
that'll learn you.
Okay.
I think Sylvina, that's like a third of her remaining health, just kind of staggers back a fair bit.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
You're staring at Tarek. You suddenly become unconfused and just a gauntlet out of nowhere.
I will say now that we
Yep.
are now that we are out of combat, I'm gonna give you a better view of this room. This chamber is like still, even after the fight, well lit by like glowing flames that just seem to like, they're not burning any material, they're like just circling the ceiling. The walls have these like lines of twisting runes, the pillars supporting this like 25-foot high ceiling. And to the south, there are like these 4 more thinner pillars around this tiered set of steps into a circular depression in the floor. And there's still that haze of like numerous sticks of this like brimstone smelling incense in here. I got the hiccups. Sorry. I don't know why I got the hiccups. Some of the people already drank their potions. On all the searching all the bodies, you will at least find 2 more moderate healing potions. As
You guys
for
mind if I nab one of those?
Go ahead. I stocked up on plenty of them
Yeah,
when we
go
were back
for
in
it.
town.
also, Jordis has a +2 striking short sword.
Fucking rogue gear.
I mean,
It really
I
are
don't
rogue
even need
gear.
it. The Monarch's like my go-to thing right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's gonna be worth gold. And
Yeah,
then I
Eric
will
kinda
say, as
collapses
you are
against
like, you sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna stitch myself up real quick.
Okay, so yeah, so I'll say, as you guys are in here, if anyone's making Arcana checks, like they were clearly doing like ritual work in here. If anyone wants to make a check
They
on
were
like, what
talking
the
about
fuck they were doing,
souls as well.
they were.
Yeah, tallies of souls.
I have no
Is-
idea.
Did we get a-
Arcana or
did we-
occultism
I will say
easier?
occultism would also apply here. I don't know that it would necessarily
Did
be
we-
easier.
Did we get a hero point from that battle?
Oh, sorry, you got a hero point and 90 experience.
I have us at 580.
Yeah. Alright, you said occultism or Arcana. They're about the same for me. I'll go for Arcana, I guess.
Yeah,
Good
Lupin's
heavens.
not trained in
I guess
either.
I'll use one of my 3 hero points to fail.
You can only
Okay.
have 3 total, so at this point you gotta use 1.
Alright,
I did, and it was a failure.
Oh my god, 18,
I guess
18,
I'll
18, 18.
use my hero point. 31.
There we go.
Okay, thank god. Alright,
I think that was the stun wearing off.
Sylvina, this guy was doing some sort of weird... So this guy specifically was doing some sort of like weird, maybe worshipping the Sandpoint Devil and getting power from that, like the other girl was. And he was doing some sort of ritual related to that. It's honestly a little so esoteric, you're not quite like something to do with like souls and worshipping the Sandpoint Devil. More
Maybe a
importantly,
resurrection.
perhaps, than that, you realize that like this room as a whole is again probably a leftover of the Rune Lords. And
Sure.
the script on the wall combined with like the arcane geometry of this room and the indentation in the floor, if you perform a ritual in the circle, the primary caster of the ritual gets +2 bonus on the skill checks made to cast it, and everyone else gets a +1 bonus made to cast it. Rituals again are like those
Okay.
magical things you guys like when you guys helped the ritual that summoned Nawalia. Like eventually you guys could just do that by yourselves. And there are also other rituals in Pathfinder you could like look up.
Alright, has a really effective ritual circle. Got it.
Yeah, if you have to do a ritual, this place is spot on.
Well,
Okay.
if someone dies, we should come back here.
Also, everyone give me a perception check on him too. Okay. Two things noticed by Gangini and Tarek. First thing, there's a locked secret door at the top of the arcane chamber. The second is Gangini and Tarek. You guys notice in the corner of your eyes, Jordis's body is shaking.
Oh hell!
You got.
Wait a minute.
What do you
I'm
do?
not sure. I'm ignition. Immediately burn it.
I was just gonna put a fireball on top of it.
Up to you.
One of the anti-void healing fireballs.
All right. You conjure like a burst of fire from your staff, Tarek. Sylvina, you concentrate your, mental fire and pyrokinetic. That's what I was looking for. Pyrokinetic energies. Detonate that room, and as you're running in to also make a swing roll in, you see his eyes open, clearly not alive still. His mouth opens like unnaturally wide and long, and a howl rips through the tunnel. It sounds like that weird howl the Sandpoint Devil used over the town. You see this like pillar of smoke and ash billow up from his mouth and take the brief form of the Sandpoint Devil before it like whooshes off to the east, blasting through the complex toward the pit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Anyone who witnessed that can give me either occultism or religion check.
Oh, are all of our conditions gone by
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
they're gone. It's been a minute.
Oh, my Arcana check should have been way higher then.
Wasn't Sicken only reducing you by like 1?
That's still higher.
I wouldn't call 1 way higher though.
32 on religion.
Now that you have this piece, Solvina,
Do I think he was trying to become a Sandpoint Devil?
you think that Jordis mid-ritual transformed a portion of his soul into something more akin to the soul that the Sandpoint Devil would have possessed than the soul of a man.
Okay. That's interesting. Because that means it returns down to the bottom of the pit.
Potentially. I mean, you saw it rush to the east, and you would presume toward the pit.
So, I think people are turning themselves into Sandpoint Devils.
Question. Why?
Power.
Well, if you were as, quite frankly, insane and unappealing as he is, I imagine you might take comfort in the fact that you could just lose yourself and become some sort of horse thing.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Anyway, this brimstone smell's getting to me.
He's actually
and
just a brony.
So, like, yeah, Lupin, yeah, you see him, like, crinkling his nose, and it's like, he'll snap his fingers and, just peer in the puff of cigarette smoke, and you see him come back in elf form. Alright,
Hell yeah.
so that's not as bad, but, ugh.
Is the door up here locked?
It is, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I get to it.
Maybe we should go back to town now.
Oh, yeah.
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 You want to
yeah.
check out the door first, or?
Let's. Let's. I think we head back. I'm almost.
Yeah,
Deal with the
I
door
don't think
next
that.
time.
I don't think that door is going nowhere, Shell.
I'm gonna pop a. Let me pop my 2. I can pop 1 more group heal. It's only a level 1. Let's at least give it a listen and see if we hear anything while we're
Alright.
here. So let me pop the heal.
Alright.
Oh, this is actually my last one.
Yeah, for only being a couple rooms, this thing put you guys through the fucking ringer.
It was really the Brimrax and me that did the damage, I think.
Awful roll.
Sadly.
Everybody heals 9.
We're gonna need a couple days of rest.
Probably. I can heal folks up again at the end of the day, but
Anyone
You
can
can
make a
heal us
perception
again.
check in there, by the way. Or against
Tomorrow,
the door.
I can heal tomorrow.
yeah,
we-
but
we've
Tarek
got
is
plenty
beat
of
to
healing.
shit.
Nice. Third critical failure of the day for Gangini.
Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, 29 will do it. I mean, do it in that, like, you hear nothing. Like, doesn't sound like there's anything behind that door.
Let's just grab whatever's behind the door and get out.
Yeah. And do we just
Alright.
activate this teleportation circle here, or do we just go up, or we go up a level?
We go up. I don't want to activate the circle till we clear the floor.
Fair.
Alright,
Yeah, don't want to risk anything following us.
go ahead and give me a thievery check.
Sure. In fact, this time just make sure about it. I'll go ahead and take out the skeleton key. Use that.
Hell yeah.
It does give me a +1, but I do risk breaking it if I do get a crit fail.
How about no?
39 natural 20.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, it's unlocked.
Ooh,
I'm gonna open.
Did it ever
my
actually?
kinetic
Was
gate.
it?
like butter.
Okay, you
Careful.
open the
Was
kinetic
it-
gate. Go ahead. Where's that roll?
Was it ever actually locked on that kind of a roll?
It's the lock face ceases to be. Alright. A semicircular stone shelf sits on each of this chamber's walls, supporting a bronze bowl. Each bowl is filled with an unsettling liquid of different color, and each sits before a stone statuette of a hideous monster. A desk and chair sit in the center of the room, and what appears to be several religious texts lie stacked on a desk, while next to it on the floor is a folded bedroll and a bulging backpack.
Is the hideous creature anything that we've encountered before?
Let me see here. I think, I'd say just give me an occultism check.
This map baffles me.
What? Like the actual map?
Well, just what we've seen of it so far.
Oh, okay. Also, I don't think I put Explorer mode on this map for some reason. Let's do that. These appear to be like just various representations of like weird demonology monsters, like not even like specific demons, just abyssal nonsense.
Alright, some more things. I was worried it was going to be more people worshipping the Sandpoint devil.
I'll roll the books. Actually, the books they're religious in nature. Give me a Ooh, they are all written in abyssal. So I would say Sylvina, if you want to give me a religion check as you look at the books.
Right, it means that.
But I give her some guidance.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I know Chthonian too.
Oh, true. Yeah, you could try to.
Tarek can give Boz some guidance.
Again.
Jesus.
Okay, Sylvina doesn't need my guidance, I guess.
Sylvina is decent at religion.
And I think Sylvina's getting, well versed in collections of old tomes and analyzing them quickly to get to the point of things. These books here, they're about 4 bulk total. They're very big tomes. These are rare books, all written in abyssal, alternately focusing on demonology or the practice of ritual magic. If used to aid in an investigation or research on either of those topics, you grant a +1 item bonus to the check.
Right. Does Gangini have 4 bulk he can carry on his character?
I think I have exactly 4 bulk before, and
Nice.
I'll be. Well, okay, I will be at encumbered. I don't know.
You can teleport back home encumbered. It's okay.
Okay, I'm
I'll
currently at
carry the
one
books.
bulk.
I'll
I can.
carry the books.
You guys can each also
carry
carry 2 books and be fine.
Yeah, I was about to say I've got a little bit of room.
Additionally, on Nat 20, these books can be used to help in your Lyra research.
That's what I figured they could be used for. I want to keep them on the first floor in that library for now, and we can use them as we do more Lyra LaRue research.
Okay. You
If
also
no one has a problem with that.
See that as you're flicking through them, you see that there is a strange bookmark in the 4th tome. Give me an Arcana check.
I'll show it to Gangini as well.
I mean, I don't read Abyssal.
It's a bookmark.
It's just a bookmark. It's like, looks like
okay.
it's made of bronze.
Well,
Maybe.
we try.
Let me check what level this is. I think it is 20 plus level in this case, so that does work. This is a wand of telepathy.
Okay.
Basically, lets you communicate telepathically with creatures within 30 feet for 10 minutes.
Probably sells for a decent chunk.
I can tell you. Hold on. Or no, I
I
can't
mean, if
tell
we're
you.
not
I'll
selling
look it up later.
our books, we might as well sell the wand, because I don't think we need a wand of telepathy.
I have
Yeah.
Bullhorn. That does about the same thing.
Additionally, there is a smaller journal in Jordis's pack containing a wealth of information chronicling his goals and beliefs, all written in Verizian.
Speak for Izian.
Alright. It's a long journal. You probably spend a couple hours to get all the way through it.
I'll take it back with me so I can do it tonight. Well, probably. What time of day is it?
I'm gonna say
Still
like
fairly
noon.
early because we came down relatively early.
Yeah.
Picked in the
I was gonna
cultists
say-
and then immediately.
I guess you teleported pretty quickly. So, well, not noon then. Probably like 10 o'clock. 10:30.
Sylvina will probably spend the afternoon reading this then, because I think in her mind, going out and having fun for nightlife is more important than reading journal, so that would get relegated to the afternoon.
Fair enough. I'm gonna say. Are you guys heading back to town now?
So we're beat to
Yeah.
hell.
All right, you guys
Yeah.
do get 40 XP for discovering that hidden chamber and the shit in here.
Woo!
Cool.
So
So how much?
620 of 40.
40, yeah.
And we didn't find any stairs down on the floor above.
Maybe you should do some research.
It's
Alright.
calling our group dumb.
Not dumb. It's not something you would have easily figured out.
We've done a fair bit of research.
I'm gonna say if you are spending the afternoon doing that, go ahead and give me a one, I would say just a perception check going through his notes, and then 2, an occultism check on the more like esoteric things.
Does anyone have points for me to reroll the occultism?
Yeah, I can give you some.
I
Can-
can,
can
I
I-
can give you some too
wait,
if you
wait,
want. I
wait.
got plenty.
Wait,
I-
can I make my own occultism?
Do you speak Frisian?
Oh, I thought it was Chthonian. Never mind.
This is his personal journal. The rest was
Yeah.
Chthonian. His personal is Frisian.
I've only got 1,000 points, Marcus. If you want to spend some, then I'd be cool with that.
Yep, I got you.
Sir?
Thank you. 25 and 27.
Okay, the DC was 26, so that's good. So you spend your hours, in the afternoon studying Jordis's journal, and you learn much about the Devil's Disciples, which is the organization that you guys have kind of been killing here. They had this initial plan to sacrifice victims to the Sandpoint Devil to encourage the Sandpoint Devil's apotheosis to true godhood. And then in the final few entries, you see Jordis's frustration at the Sandpoint Devil's untimely demise, and his desire to be transformed into a new Sandpoint Devil.
Okay.
You, on 26, you realize that if he had been allowed to complete the ritual he was doing, he would have not only succeeded in that, but he would have become an even more powerful incarnation of the legendary monster.
Well, it's a good thing we stopped him then.
Yeah, you think, looking at the book, you're like, I mean, I don't know what Sylvia's take is, like, fortunately or unfortunately, but these notes are like, they're too incomplete to replicate this. Like, he kept this close to the chest. He didn't want anyone else becoming one.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you guys think I should just get rid of the notes to be safe anyway?
Honestly, if once
I think
Go
we
ahead.
should mention this to like the mayor, just because like a heads up. The
Yeah.
cultists of the Sandpoint Devil are still kicking around, and
Yeah, they
one
still
just
want
tried
to.
to.
Yeah.
One
Bring it back.
final thing that you know, or that you learn, is that he has like reminded himself to explain to the the followers who, like, on a need to know basis, that at least one set of stairs on floor 3 is under a permanent illusion effect to make it seem that it is going opposite ways.
Okay.
We know which floor that is.
It's the one above
Yeah.
where you just were.
This explains the matters of why I was so confused about that map.
I did roll for you guys behind the screen on like Arcana checks and stuff to see if anyone would fucking spot the illusion, because you said you guys went up and down the stairs a little bit to like, or up the stairs to see where they went.
All right. Oh god.
Here, I'm gonna bring us over to the.
Are we gonna have to search each stair, or can you just show me the two maps so I can figure out which one?
Oh, I'm just gonna tell you which one it is. He like marks it in his notes.
Oh, even better. Even better.
Hold on. You guys should have the grayed out thing, 'cause I put explore mode on this map.
Gotta be what? It's gotta be this set.
Yep, it's the
I
stair.
think?
It's the stairs next
Yep.
to the
There
tunnel
we
to
go.
Sandpoint.
There we go. First try, I figured it out. I remember the second floor layout well enough.
It's just like cut to Nick's in real life, like a fucking like red thread map on the wall. Like, where does it go? The architecture. The architecture's so
I have
fucked.
very good memory for spatial things. It's. I don't know, it's just a skill I've always had.
Fair. Well, you know that there is certainly more to this fourth floor than what you've seen. Also, there's still the door that you guys saw but didn't go down because it was blocked.
Yes, we need to go down that. I'm very curious about it, and then we should do the portal. But we should do that a different day.
Yes. All right, I'm tallying up stuff for loot. JB, you said the wand telepathy was 700.
Yeah, 4th level magic wand was 700, but that's
Yeah.
buying price, I think.
Yeah, we'll get it for less than. I'm putting down the buying prices for now. The +2 striking short sword is an even 1,000, which is nice. And the quartet of +1 machetes for 142 gold, 8 silver. Plus we got some scrolls. I put the ritual book. I know those have a gold value, but I know we're going to be using them. But I still put them under the research materials for now, along with the cloning notes and Lyra LaRue's personal notes. Am I missing anything else, Ben? Oh, we already divvied out potions. Is there anything else I was missing from the loot down there?
Did you get the +2 striking sword?
Yes.
Then no.
Which is worth 1,000. Okay, just making sure. My mind was so caught up in all those fights that I was just like, oh yeah, I am the quartermaster.
All right, I will. Do you guys? Where do we want to? Who's gonna hold the ritual books?
I thought you were
I think
leaving them in the
I
library,
thought
right?
we were putting them in the library.
Oh yeah, we put them in the library. That's right.
So, Cool. So, what's our plan? Are we going to be in town for a day or two, or well, first things first. Ben, once the necessary time has elapsed, I'm gonna stitch myself up again.
Yep, that's fine.
Actually, it says I can do this once per hour. So I mean, honestly, yeah. So I mean, I could treat everybody once per hour for every 60 minutes. I mean, I can like spend a couple hours like healing everybody up a bunch.
Let's say if you just want to take 2 days, you can just do it.
Yeah, I think if we take 2 days,
Like
yeah, then
tonight
we'll just
and
be
then
back at
one
full
more
health.
day of downtime.
Yeah, then we'd be back at full health. Okay.
I mean, I don't think it takes us 2 days. Because we've got a number of cures that we can do between Tarek and I can do a little bit, and
It's true enough.
I don't think we're. I don't think. I still think. I think even if I have us all stitched up by tomorrow morning, I think then we can at least still use the afternoon for some downtime before we head back to the pit.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I
So
think we should just take the extra day because I'm 90 away from like my full health, 96.
Yeah. So let's take the extra day. We can do some downtime research. I'll get everybody stitched up and go from there. So are we with that? Are we back at full health then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I have my research list somewhere. Where did I put the research?
I like this notion of that we leave town like 8 in the morning, we come back like 10:30, and we are absolutely bloody, beaten, blown up.
Been a tough
Burnt to a
morning for you
crisp.
guys.
I like to think we just like don't even get healed. We just walk into the Rusty Dragon, and everybody's just looking at us, and we get coffee and lunch immediately. Just like it's like the end of the Avengers having the shawarma in the ruins of New York.
I always liked that.
Except we're the ruins.
Except we're the ruins.
All right,
Beautiful.
healed up.
Where the hell did I put my notes on Lyra LaRue?
Oh.
Oh, you know what? I put it on this page. Yeah, I put it on this page. Okay. Let's move this.
Yes, during the downtime, Lupin would be looking for someone to talk to about how he's been, feeling about Red lately. But he'd think like, Tarek's not really good with that. It's been more of a wild thing. He doesn't really care. Roland, he's a bit too hard-headed. That sort of thing. Would Solvina be up for talking? Or would you be too busy with your research?
I mean, Solvina would be willing to talk.
Alright. I guess he comes
You
up
might
to you,
not
he's like,
get answers you want from someone who deeply worships Callistria, but...
Wait, did you even ask Roland, or did you just think Roland
no,
would
he's
want
just
to
going
talk?
to immediately assume that, like, you don't care about all that emotion.
Walks by you, scrubbing
all
the
that.
egg off your helmet. He's like, no.
It's like, nah, he's not here. So, Solvina, you mind if I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Alright, well, you see, it's about, Red, it's like, I told you all the stuff she told me, and, well, I'm feeling, I know this may seem strange considering here, but, I kind of opened myself up to her, and she said she was willing to look into, the whole situation with my parents, but, kind of worried, because, like, like, if the consortium's after them, what if, like, I don't know, what if they're gonna end up coming after her, too?
Well, sounds like that's her decision to make, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's like, you think she was willing to do that for me? Do you think... And he sort of leans forward, like, do you think she, like, likes me? Like, actually likes me?
Well, I think I've said before, and I'll say it again just because... While I understand that you are, invested in this matter, I think that it is worth staying, somewhat distant, not getting too invested. Love the food, not the chef. Does she have some interest in you? I would assume yes. How much? Who knows? Maybe she just wants something quick and fun. Maybe she wants to do something more foolish and long term.
More foolish and longer.
But it seems like I would say that she seems to have some level of desire to help you and probably get to know you better or help you get to know yourself better.
I will say this, like, compared to some of the other folks I've been with, she never gave me a straight up answer. I always ask someone, and you see him in front. I always ask someone, just to see. It's like, do you like the animal, or snaps fingers transforms elf, or the man? And someone will always say with 100% certainty whether they prefer one or the other. But she always told me that, oh well, they both have their good qualities, and it's like, I don't know. It's like she's the only person to ever say that to me.
Well, that's a positive. Certainly seems like you two would have a more fun time that way.
Hmm. Well, thank you.
Definitely gives more creative ideas, I guess.
Oh, share. You have no idea.
I think Sylvina's just gonna point to like really probably like a shelf of books that are just things that would have to be blurred in circumstances, and says, I probably have more idea than you might imagine.
Hmm. He looks over at
Just
these
an
books.
artfully displayed smut
Huh.
bookshelf.
Well, perhaps so.
Just like next to the big
The giant map
of
that you
the old
took.
Thassalon.
Yeah. Giant map of
And the
Old
skull
Thassalon, personal research notes,
the trophy from the Sandpoint Devil.
and then just like a fucking shelf like romantasy smut.
Yeah, and probably whatever the Galarian equivalent of like the Kama Sutra is.
I think there is canonically one. I don't remember what it is. I know one of the Pathfinder 1E was really good about like giving examples of a obedience you could do with each god, and it gave you bonuses if you're a religious character. The obedience, or one of the obediences for Sokoth Banoth, like the demon lord of lust, is to finish all over the pages of a lawful good deity's holy text. It's the canonical way to get your profane bonus from that worship.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay then.
It's
So
maybe the
Selena
wildest
certainly has-
deity one I've ever read. It's like, what the fuck?
The Book of Joy, which is Callistria's only holy text.
Yeah.
Up there, but yeah.
Right. So you guys get
Just
your,
like-
your heal done here.
So I guess Lupin will stand up. He's still in elf form. He'll adjust his hat, say like, "Oh, well, thank you for your insight, Cher. And as my ancestors say, laissez-les bon temps rouler." And I'll translate for you. Let the good times roll.
Okay. That's good. All right. So you have your day of rest. Are you trying to do some research on the books you just got, or just resting in town?
If we're taking a day to rest, you know what? I'm gonna roll a d20 for myself or something real quick.
Nat 1. Okay. Well, it wasn't a nat 1.
Sylvina probably stayed out partying all night the night before again,
God damn it.
and is just kind of hungover and probably gonna stay in town a bit and recuperate, maybe do a little bit of digging into
Hell yeah.
Alistair's stuff, but
You work on some personal your own project there, a little bit hungover the whole time. And then is the plan just for you guys to head back to, like, after this recovery time, head back to the rubble piled room?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tab us back over to the Devil's Sanctum. Alright.
What was the condition
I was really
had last
hoping.
time that Sylvina stayed out way too late?
What did I give you? I think I gave you fatigued.
Yeah, I think it was fatigued.
I
Um,
need to adjust my spell.
I was really hoping that Jordas would have survived until my next turn, because I would have. Whatever I
What were
did,
you
I was
gonna
gonna
do?
just say that. I was gonna say to him, like, "I killed your fucking god, you pathetic worm."
Ooh, he would
And
not
just
have liked
punch him.
that.
Burn.
Fucking
Alright.
got him.
Sylvina
What's
is
the rebuttal to "I killed your god" though? Like,
once again
like-
fatigued.
Yeah, what do you even say?
I tell you to pray to your god, but I already killed him.
Woof, that's a hard line.
That goes
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, it's
For
like, I
sure.
mean, I did have a good, was it a good Bon Mo earlier in the week where it's like, I rolled an at 20 on it and I said like, oh, I heard it's only over till the fat lady sings, but I haven't seen your mom come in yet.
There's
bet-
I haven't even seen the real. I don't know what movie it's from, but I've seen the clip of it. There's like guys in like a car chase, and the dude pulls up next to him. And he's just like he's like, this isn't your mission anymore. He's like it is. I was sent by God. The guy's like, well, tell him you failed, and just like shoots him in the head and drives away. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Do we want before we head back out?
Yeah.
Do we want to go ahead and sell those 2 items for the gold?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys could do that during the healing day. I would say so.
All right, I have a couple things I'm gonna buy while we're doing that.
Yeah,
then.
go for it.
How much gold
I-
do we each get?
Give me a moment. All right, we each
weren't there
get.
more than 2 items? I thought there was like 4 weapons.
I'm not count. There were also the potions, and there were also the. Oh yeah, the other small items. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I nabbed one
Yeah,
of those models.
well, no, all the 4+1 machetes we picked up.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
How many plus one machetes did we get?
We got 4 of them. They weren't
Nice.
striking though, was the thing. So it just had the basic
Yeah.
+1 rune. Give me a moment.
Because I'm very close to getting a +2.
We each get.
Soon.
There's going to be a few silver left over, but at the end of it all, we get 368 gold pieces.
Each?
There. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to have the value. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
184 gold each.
Yeah, 184 gold. Yeah, 184 gold and 2 silver each.
We need a little bit more before I upgrade. How many silver did you say?
And wait a second. There was a little extra loose silver around.
Yeah, the next upgrade I have is 1,000 gold away.
Add roughly another 2 silver. So yeah, everybody. So add another 2 silver to that, just from the loose change we have lying around. There's a little extra. I don't want to get into coppers.
I think I'm about like 320 away from my upgrade.
Nice. Yeah, I'm about 1,000 away. I would probably
Okay.
be about 300 away as well, if I had not spent probably 500 gold on the Mercantile League at this point total.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's been pretty worthwhile.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely been worth it.
Is that tell him you failed scene from Barry?
Oh, maybe. I'll look it up. And then if people want to work on picking that lock, feel free.
I was gonna get.
Do we have to clear the rubble first?
Yes,
do you
that would be an athletics check first.
While
to your turn.
that's going on, do you guys want Gangi and I to get the circle done?
Sure.
Yeah, we could do that. Ben, I have enough to do this, so I'm gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna add a heavy resilient fundamental armor rune added to my hide armor. So
Okay.
Is your armor +1?
it's already +1, yeah.
Okay.
So it's +1, and now it's resilient, so I get an additional bonus to my +1 to all my saving throws.
What role is it for the teleportation circle?
I'll finish looking it up later, but here's the. I'll put the link to the clip.
I saw the clip. That's why I asked.
I think that's what it's from.
I think it's been Arcana for the
Yeah, I know it's
Circle
Arcana. I just
check.
don't remember what we have to hit.
I'll look it up on top of my head, but you should be able to hit it pretty easily.
Can you guide yourself with guidance? I'm assuming no.
I don't believe so.
All right, I will guide Sylvina.
I think you have better Arcana than I have.
Right, but right. Well, I can
Okay.
guidance you and do Arcana,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
can't
that's fair. That's fair.
guidance myself.
Alright,
I can give you guidance. I have guidance as well.
Okay.
All right, you want to do your roll then?
I'm
Oh.
okay.
Oh,
I
there
think
we
we're
go.
good. Yeah. There.
Real highs and lows for you
Alright,
today, Beans.
you take a little bit, work on that teleport circle, and you guys are good.
Katie likes rolling 1s and 20s, like a lot. So the dice giveth and taketh away.
Yeah, the dice give it, the dice take it away. Did you make your athletics check? No, or you haven't rolled it yet?
Can I get a guidance for my athletics?
Sure.
Thank you. What does guidance give? Like a
Plus one.
reroll?
+1. You're thinking
Uh,
of 5e guidance.
Yeah. I'll spend the channel points to reroll. That was a shitty one.
Isn't 5e guidance also like a reaction? Or is that just like a Baldur's
There you
Gate thing?
I think that's just a
As-
Baldur's Gate thing. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Just literally tearing apart this whole floor with your bare hands. Yeah, even quicker than it would normally take. You clear the rubble.
All right. Guess it's time for Lupin to try and open the door.
Yep, it is still locked, but
Alright.
go ahead and give it a roll.
I mean, we're at 2 out of 2 crits. Let's see if Lupin can
All right.
create the.
I will once again pop out the skeleton key. Doo-doo-doo.
I'm
And
gonna
I've
take
still
a
got-
listen. Before he does, I'm gonna take a listen to see if
Oh,
we hear
yeah.
anything.
Mhm.
I mean, that's close enough to a crit, I think. That is a crit of some.
A different sort.
I had to get one eventually.
Do you have a hero point?
I do.
It's
Yeah,
not a-
I got
it's
2,
not the
so I may as well go ahead and burn it.
Are you rolling thievery or did you roll perception to listen first?
Perception listen first.
Oh, we already got the 32. I'm not sure we need to have the perception.
Okay, so yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you guys don't hear
I'll save
anything.
it then.
No noises.
Save it for the unlock. So yeah.
All right,
Proceed.
cool. All right,
Right. Save it for the unlock.
all right.
Yeah, now that one I remember.
All right, so let's try that again.
There we go.
There we go.
32, I
32.
think, total? Yeah.
Alright, you pop that lock open. Is now unlocked and openable.
All right, you guys ready?
Do it.
You see a
Did we get
hallway
near
that
anything
bends to
with your-
left.
All right.
Mostly.
All right. I guess like here, since like here, Lupin will put his finger to his lips, and I shall start sneaking forward.
You want to be invisible.
You could be in it. That's up to you.
I think I'm
No,
alright.
that was a question for Lupin.
Tell you what, let's save it for now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go ahead and stealth up to the corner here and just very slowly peek my head around.
You see a narrow hallway, nothing in it. Seems to lead to a door at the end. I'm just gonna move you down one. Seems to lead to a door at the end.
All right. So he'll go here, and then he'll motion the rest of you to come forward. All right. So I'll start moving towards the door.
Multitasking because I have to prepare my spell.
Are you guys stealthing or not stealthing? Just going for it.
I'm gonna hold
we-
off until Lupin.
Yeah, I think we wait here.
All right, Lupin, give me a
Yeah.
perception check once you stealth to the end.
All right. It's the end, and then perception check. 34.
And I believe you don't speak Thessalonian.
Nope, just common and elven.
Give me a society check, see if you recognize it from the research anyone's been doing around you.
Alright. Yeah, not
This
so good
is
with
not
12.
a language you recognize from the way they're speaking it, but it seems to be two distinct voices. Give me a perception check. This is a sense motive check.
Alright.
These two individuals are having a heated argument. You don't know about what.
Alright. I'll go back to the others and say, alright, I heard two voices in there arguing about something, couldn't tell what. It's in some language I don't know.
Is the door locked?
Could I tell if the door was locked?
I think on your perception checks, you don't see any locking mechanism on it.
Do
Alright.
you guys want me to try and stealth up because I speak Thessalonian?
What's your stealth like?
If you know it's Thessalonian, you didn't even know what language it was.
Oh, sorry, that's a good point. My stealth is 11.
I could make one or everybody invisible. Just saying it's an option.
I don't know if that helps with like.
You're
Yeah,
planking
it's
in armor.
auditory.
I think we just burst in.
Kick in the door.
Anytime anyone writes or speaks in Thessalonian so far, they've been evil as fuck.
We don't have to kill them automatically. We don't know that they're speaking in Thessalonian.
Okay, let's just knock them out and then ask questions later. They're probably talking about like
They're
their
having an
latest
argument.
acolyte.
They could be on different sides.
What?
Because they're arguing.
I don't know. They could be a married couple arguing about I don't know, intimacy problems or something.
Okay, do you want to just
Ghosts.
walk up to the door and talk?
I mean, I'd like to try and get a sense of what they're doing before we decide our approach, ideally.
Okay,
Hey,
then.
Tarek, what does Claire Audience do
Hello?
again?
Clairaudience lets you listen into a space that you are not at.
We have a scroll of that. I'm just
We do
saying.
have that. We do have that. I will give it to you because I don't think I have that on my spell list.
Oh, it's in my tradition, but it's not on my list. Is that what you...
Yeah, you just need
Me?
to be in the arcane tradition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's an arcane and occult, which is the two I have access to.
Right. If you want to give a remote listen.
I figure it's, yeah, I will put in the ear, I think it said.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Invisible floating ear at the location. Okay. Perception check.
And then you do speak some Thessalonian. You can translate this as best you can.
I think I'm gonna use one of my hero points and reroll that. So, I don't speak Thessalonian, I have the translation book.
Okay. I think
So the answer is kind
on a
of.
32, you're trying to just give your best translation aloud, or like whispered to Sylvina.
Mhm.
Sylvina, it's a bit garbled. Like he's doing his best to make a recreation of like just like phonetically the language.
Sure.
I think the portions you get are like who knows if they're even coming back. We heard fighting. The other one's like, well, someone's gonna come back, and then they seem to be arguing about like what to do if someone does come back, and then what to craft.
All right, I'll relay this to the group.
Let's just go barge in and talk to him.
Okay.
'Cause I think we're ready to rumble either way. But if
I mean,
these guys were like hiding from the cultists,
you know, we could just knock on the door.
We could.
let's just go in.
All right. Like I said, if you maybe, all right. So maybe in that case, Sylvina, maybe you should lead since you can actually talk with him.
Sure.
Maybe perhaps Solvina comes in just after Roland.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's probably
Yeah,
a
I'll
good
go
idea.
just after roll.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'll be right behind you, Chef.
All right, you knocking?
Think of something to say as I open the door. Just like, hey, you want to talk or something? Or are you
You
friendly?
kids want to see a dead body? All right, I'm gonna read you the description of the room, and then I'm gonna tell you what they say as you guys enter. The walls of this unfinished chamber are rough, giving only a hint as to the nameless architect's original plans for what may or have been intended to be a barracks, a prison, or simply a maze of hallways. A horrific statue stands to the north. A figure vaguely appearing to be a mix of winged bull standing on its hind feet, a reptilian headed figure with snakes for legs. It takes you a second to notice, but this statue is not from stone or wood. It appears to be constructed of the flesh of what appears to be at least 3 humanoids that have been reshaped and stretched over a creatively reassembled skeleton. As you enter the room, you see these 2 noble-looking women in like rich mauve, like velvet robes. Although notably, one of them, their robes are really tattered and fucked up, like just hanging off them almost in rags. And one turns, kind of like waves their hand exasperately, and is like, "Et sic infidelis reventuntur," and you realize they're speaking Thessalonian. And she goes on to say, "Oh, like, and so the infidels return. Tell us, before you join your brothers in our offering to the abyss, who strikes you as more appropriate inspiration for a requiem to all that has been lost? Surely it is Abraxas." The other steps forward, waving their hand dismissive, is like, "Nonsense. Lord Hagenti is the obvious choice." You recognize both of those are demon lords that they're talking about. I'm gonna say,
Okay.
and since you speak the language specifically, you're the only one making this check. Solvina, give me a sense motive check. Perception.
Nat 1, she thinks they're actually demon worshippers.
I'm gonna use points on that, I guess. Not great, but better.
Did you reroll it?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't pop up at first. This is an insane argument going on. You're not sure what the fuck's happening here.
No, 21.
Yeah,
What it came
21. It's still not
Okay.
good enough.
Do I remember which demon lords Abraxas and Hagenti are?
Give me a religion check. See how much you remembered from the research earlier. Okay. You would know that. Give me one sec. Get my facts straight. Hagenti, that was the one that was the demon lord of alchemy and change. Sometimes seen as the most reasonable and least destructive of the demon lords due to his numerous helpful creations. This is the guy. This demon lord made the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay.
You'd also know that Hagenti's other creations include Alchemist Fire, and the secrets of flesh warping magic. Abraxas, on the other hand, is the demon lord of forbidden lore and magic, often called the master of the final incantation. Said to know countless formulae, spells, secrets, including what people call the final incantation, a single word so powerful that speaking it would annihilate magic itself.
Okay. Do I think either of them are the statue?
No. I would say no.
Okay.
There are areas that overlap. Like Abraxas sometimes is related to snakes. And this thing has snake legs. Hagenti just has like a bunch of. I mean, he's like the Lord of Alchemy and Change. Like he doesn't really have a set animal that represents him. It's all weird shit.
All right, and they're basically arguing over which one is.
I will say I didn't read this part at the very fucking bottom of his page, but there are times where his worshippers equate him to a bull for ceremonies. So the snake and the bull are kind of like both parts of it, and they're part of the statue.
And what are they arguing over exactly?
They basically like turn you, and I'll read the thing again, but they were like called you infidels, and said to like tell them before you join your brothers in our offering to the abyss, who strikes you as a more appropriate inspiration for a requiem to all that has been lost. Surely it is Abraxas. The other one said, nonsense. Lord Hagenti is the obvious choice.
All right.
So these two literally just said, "We're going to offer you to our demon god."
Yeah,
but
the question
solve
is
our
which
argument
one?
first.
Choose the form of the destroyer.
I'm thinking the Atraxas one. I think that fits what the requiem to all that has been lost.
I'm trying to think if there's a different demon lord I could mention that would be more artsy.
Are you relaying this back to us? Maybe I can make a. Well, you rolled the nat 20 religion check. You would know.
Let me consult the big book of demons. I do actually have the book of the damned in this room. Where is it?
I mean, if she hadn't become a god, I feel like the default Calistria response would be Nocticula is the best demon lord to go with.
Yeah, but she a god.
But given that she is now a deity, I don't think that's applicable.
Just none of the ones I'm remembering really, like Baphomet wouldn't work, Dagon wouldn't work. Shax? No, Shax is not the right one. Oh, hey, there's Soka and Benoth. We were talking about him over earlier.
Okay, I got it. I'm looking at my book.
Curious to see what you say, because none of these are doing it for me.
So, I'm thinking that maybe Cabriri would be the right one.
The Lord of Graves and Ghouls?
And secrets kept by the dead.
That is true.
What is Abraxas' specific domain again?
Forbidden lore, magic, and snakes.
Yeah. The master of the final incantation. So if you want to do what are you trying to say about
I think you might be overthinking it. Of the two options that they gave you, I think Abraxas fits better. If this is like a riddle, or if this is just fluff text for a prelude to a demon fight.
I'd say you're not sure what exactly it is because you failed that sense motive check.
I think I'm just gonna say off to the side quickly. They're arguing about which demon lord they want to sacrifice us to, and then I'm gonna turn to them and say, surely in Thessalonian, surely two ladies as lovely as you would know that it would be Cabriri who would be best to represent all that has been lost.
Give me a diplomacy check.
I don't have any more points, so it probably doesn't make sense to try and.
I don't think it's worth it. I think this is gonna go down one way or the other.
Yeah.
They kind of look at each other and shrug, seeming like unified in the fact that despite the fact that like they're so clearly arguing and mad at each other, they're like, more disgust with you guys. One of them's like, ugh, they're simply too ignorant to understand. And the other one, as she's speaking, you hear her voice kind of begin to like slur and liquefy, as she's just like, "You're right, but after all, flesh needs no intellect to serve as a medium for art, no matter." And you see their forms begin to liquefy and kind of extend while growing skinnier and splitting as they turn into these before you. And we're
Death
gonna roll
mask?
for initiative. Totem.
Just
Totem
once,
mask.
just once. Can anyone just talk to us while we're down here?
And I so rarely get to use tokens with this feature. These are flip tokens. I can change their image.
Ooh.
Nice. Look, I tried to give them a satisfying answer. Clearly there was disagreement.
The Sesmoto check you failed was basically like, if you could have known how seriously this fight was being taken and like done better at convincing them, like that this fight was like they were on the verge of like fucking hitting each other. Like they were so mad.
Oh,
Oh,
you know, I forgot to I hit the wrong roll. Actually, I need to re-roll anyway because I have a different. Add 2 to that, my initiative would be 30.
I'm going to re-roll my initiative with channel points.
Okay.
Sick.
What was it before to go down?
Yeah, it was
22.
22.
Oh, you said like for fuck's sake. I thought you said sick, and I was like, oh damn, did it go up?
No, went down.
Fucking hell. Well, let's see.
I think Toten is like death in German or something.
I think they used to be called death masks, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember the exact. You guys can make religion checks in your turn to figure out what the fuck these things are. Okay. Tarek, you had a 30, which does beat their 29 by 1.
Toten mask is death mask in German.
There you go. Alright,
I remember
Tarek.
Toten being more like kill than death, but I guess that would make sense.
I will say we can do either one of two things here because it is late. Do we want to just end here or do one round then end?
One round.
Let's do a round.
We'll do a cheeky
one
round.
round's fine.
Alright. Alright, what's the play, Tarek?
Alright, I don't know where the one is to the upper thing, so I think Tark is just going to move. I think he sees Solvina has... I think he's going to move to... Oh, hello. I realized they were that close.
Oh, they're
I'm
real
just
close.
mostly moving to protect Solvina's flank. I was going to shoot the one next to Roland, but seeing the one right in front of me, I'm going to burn a level 2 spell right here.
Make yourself tanky.
No. I'm just...
You're the healer.
Friend,
Yeah.
Cersei.
Honestly, it really might be better to just let me take the damage from these things.
You sure?
Keep yourself safe. Yeah.
Alright. Then I'll hang back where I'm at. I guess I'll just use... I will still shoot the one I can with a...
Hit the gritty.
Wow, that was appalling. Thunderstrike.
Jesus
I
Christ.
rolled a disastrously on that one. Wait a minute. Wait. There's the problem. Hang on. It's not using... I forgot. I haven't... Hell. Alright, they need to make a DC 26 reflex save. I'll roll damage separately here in a second, because it did not roll correctly.
It's gonna be even
Ben.
lower. It's gonna be like a 4. Say that again? You're gonna re-roll it or no?
They need to roll... I'll roll the damage here in a second. They need to make a DC 26 reflex save.
Both of them?
Yeah. Or no, just the one. Just the one. There
Okay.
is a single
And the
crit.
first one passed, but not crit passed.
Okay, so they will have this. Alright, so this is, because the second level will be 2d12 plus 2d4. So 2d12 electric and 2d4 sonic.
Okay. Okay, so 7 total.
That was not a great use of a second level spell. Alright, I was hoping to try something different here. And then I will use a glass shield for my second action. Which is a cantrip. And that's my turn.
All right. Let me read this really quick. All right. It is going to be their turn. This one is going to step towards Sylvina. The one on the left is going to make a jaw attack as those huge mouths distend. More meat for the project. 28 to hit you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 16 slashing. Or sorry. Wait, hold on. Wrong dice. These ones. Get to add it. Okay. 16 piercing plus 17 negative, or void, whatever it's called now. Or, so it's plus
Fuck.
16 plus 7, 23.
33.
No, it was
16
7,
plus 7.
not 17.
Oh, okay.
I might have said 17 by accident. The next one is...
Sorry, 23 total?
Yes, 23 total. The next one is 28 again. This time gonna be 21 slashing damage as the claws connect to you. And as it's hit you twice, its third action activates as the claws sink into you, as the teeth sink into your shoulder. Give me a fortitude save. Yeah, you're fine. Nothing happens. Feel your flesh begin to burn a little bit. That's it. The next one, Sylvina, is going to try and double claw you. Or claw and jaw, excuse me. What's your AC right now? This will be quicker this way.
19.
Oh, I mean, 19? Jesus.
Yeah, I'm fatigued. It's normally 21.
God damn it. Okay, well, the fact that they got a 29 then kind of sucks that you're fatigued.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Alright, let's see. Let's get all the dice here. I need some of those. I mean, whoops, need some of these. Okay. That is going to be 34 damage from the jaw.
Okay.
And the other one will hit, not for a crit, but the claws do 17 more.
Okay.
And that is their turn.
Ow. Alright.
Sylvina's going to go to bloodied immediately.
I'm quite bloodied. I'm one above
I did the math in my head. I was like, okay, sure, you're one above bloodied.
Lupin, could you get me flanking?
I believe I should be able to.
You
If
could
I'm got enough
wait
room, I can
to
go ahead and get my
until I
underhanded
can
assault
drop
in there.
Fireball on them.
You could just delay till after Sylvina to do fireball.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and delay till after Sylvina then.
Although the fact that they're in a split like that might make this awkward. I don't know if that grid will line up well.
I don't think.
Does it not have a...
They're all 2 square edges.
2, it's not 3?
Yeah. It becomes 3, I think, at like a 30-foot radius.
Can I not turn it? Because there's a 3 on this side.
Oh, you could drag it, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and delay for you.
Alright, hold on. Let me switch this to here.
Does Gangini want a fireball first?
It's not what I had in mind, but now I'm seeing the vision. You know,
I will say, there's no way you're hitting that from your spot.
Yeah, yeah. Where
Like,
you're,
Sylvina's basically having to fire it into the room this way,
gotcha.
and
Okay,
fireball doesn't curve.
I only see the one next to Roland, so I think I'm just gonna impending doom that one.
And that's Will,
I
right?
was impending Doom too.
It like gets worse each turn.
We'll save it.
25. So I think that's a fail.
DC 26.
Alright. They are immediately flat-footed. And then next round they'll be frightened and then finally stunned.
And then they also
And then they take
32
the damage after that, yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
That
if
is
we're gonna end, just don't forget that the clock is ticking on Doom before we pick up next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna.
That's 62 damage.
If he critically fails.
If you crit fail,
Oh,
32 on a regular.
32
Right.
still good.
32 is still good?
Let's just focus on
Um,
the other one at least.
Yeah, and then third action rallying anthem.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I did it twice. I didn't scroll all the way down.
Rolling.
I'm gonna delay until after Lupin.
Okay, delay until after Lupin. This order looks all fucked up now. Sylvina?
Yeah.
All right.
I used to
solar
change the
detonate.
numbers when people did that, and then I realized it just doesn't matter. Roll 20, just drag them.
Okay, it's not a bad roll. It's not a great roll, but it's not a bad roll.
Okay, let's see.
Those 2/8s are doing a lot of heavy lifting.
They are
DC 26 still, right?
easy 26.
One pass, one fail. The Doom one,
Alright, the
Doom,
one-
Doom guy
does-
passes, other one failed.
All right, the one that fails takes
Does
26,
flat-footed affect
and...
reflex saves?
I think it does, but not enough that it still would have passed. I think
Okay.
it's -2.
do they have void healing?
They do. It's called negative healing because this book was written before that update, but yes, they do.
Then they both take 6 vitality damage.
Okay, hold on. Let me do the other one. So,
Or sorry, the one that passed takes 3 vitality damage. The one that failed takes 6, and the one that passed takes 13 fire. And the one that failed takes 26 fire.
yeah, the right one failed. Hold on.
The one that failed is also blinded until my next turn, and the one that passed is dazzled until my next turn.
I will throw out a fact to you. They don't have eyes.
They don't have eyes. Yeah.
Just something to consider, but yeah.
So they're immune to that then?
You there's probably a high chance of that, yes. I'll put the conditions on them, but I would imagine Sylvina's not confident that hold on, let me I popped it up on the stream again, but that this fucking creature
Yeah. I imagine, it's unlikely, but I figured I would
The more important thing is that you did get the damage in there.
get it off in case. And it did decent damage. That was what? 39, 48 damage total?
Yeah. Lupin?
Alright.
Flat-footed and flanking don't stack, do they?
It's like the same. It basically flanking isn't really a thing in this version. It's just flat-footed is like giving them, or sorry,
Okay.
flanking is basically giving them flat-footed.
Right.
Gotcha. Alright,
On a
so then I'll
mechanical
go
level.
ahead and 2 action underhanded assault. Alright, 25.
All right.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll yourself.
Are you,
Which
Cat?
so you went
Stealth.
your path. You went through Sylvina and Roland, right?
correct.
All right. Both of them are gonna take strikes at you,
Alright, go ahead.
and if both connect, what's your AC?
26.
Okay, both are gonna connect, and then you're gonna need to give me a Fortitude
Alright.
save as they try to do the same thing.
Is that factoring in the rallying anthem there, Lupin?
Oh, okay. So yeah, with that would bump it up to 27 if that affects either of
They're
those.
still gonna hit.
All right.
First one
Yeah.
does 17. Next one does 14. And
Wasn't
then
he making a stealth check to see if they?
yeah, I always picture underhanded assault is more like. I'm reading the text. I feel like it's more like you're like fainting and stuff like that.
Okay,
Because otherwise, the abilities wouldn't make sense. Like he's literally walking straight in front of them.
that's fair.
I think it's more of like, oh, you don't know my next move kind of thing. Is how I was.
He still
interpreting
does have. He has 2 resistance to physical damage, so I think he takes a little less than that.
If he has
reduce it by
2,
4.
so add 4 health back because he took 2 less each time.
All right. There.
And then give me a fortitude save.
Fortune save. 29.
You pass. This one is basically just save or suck. There's not like tiers to it.
All right. So here.
Again,
all right,
like
then I go
rolling,
ahead and
nothing
roll.
happens, but you feel your flesh burn.
Ew, gross. All right. Then roll the stealth for the underhand assault. 32.
That'll work.
All right. Then roll the attack with the monarch.
37.
It's a crit. You drive the blade home. So 24
Alright.
plus sneak.
Attack. Do-do-do. All right.
Am I misremembering, or does Monarch do something else to things that have void healing?
Ooh, I believe it does. Give me an extra. I think it is 2d6 or 1d6.
Alright.
Excuse me. I think it's 2d6.
Ooh, nice.
All right, an extra 6.
And then for my final action, I will then go ahead and twist the knife. 2 persistent bleed.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Does his thing being divine have any effect on him?
Yeah, that's what the extra damage was coming from. The extra 6.
Oh, right, nice.
Yeah, that's what I was calling to say. I thought it did something to void healing.
But wouldn't he also roll those dice again for the crit?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one should double.
So an extra 3d6?
Oh yeah, because sneak attack does double in this edition. I always forget that.
Yeah, so 3d6 more.
All right. All right.
All right, extra 10. This one is looking about bloody now. Ooh,
Yeah.
past bloodied.
All right.
I don't know if he's going to live for the doom to fully mature, but
And rolling.
still
Yeah.
the flat foot is good.
Oh,
36.
that'll crit. Alright. He is barely
First one.
alive on death's door. He's in the full red.
I'm gonna follow it up with another
Shit.
strike. 34.
Alright, he is dead. Or she. It's hard to tell. You carve it up.
Hell yeah.
And we will pause the next time. One of the totem masks goes down. And we will end there and come back next week. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. And we'll end there.